Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Chronicles of Patria. Currently unnamed campaign. One day the players will think of a party name, I'm sure. But in the meantime, thank you for joining us back for session 4 of the Chronicles of Patria. A couple quick announcements before I will throw it over to Mac, the voice behind Soren, for this week's recap. Let you guys know and remind you guys what happened last week before we delve into the gem mines west of the city of Salt Creek. Before we get there, though, I want to take a moment to thank our two musical sources that have been helping us along the way and will continue to help us. The lovely music you just listened to from a fantastic hurdy-gurdy artist in France by the name of Guilherme Desk. Please click the link below. Check out him. He's fantastic. And all of the sound effects and ambience music that you're going to hear over the next little bit is courtesy of Syrinscape. Syrinscape is a fantastic premium piece of software that gives you access to thousands upon thousands of community content and official content sponsored by Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, all sorts of awesome fantasy resources to make our game feel more real. Besides that, I do want to take a second. This is the first time we've had to do this, but I think it's important with our audience and the overall nature of this campaign being a little bit darker than maybe some of the other campaigns you may have watched or witnessed before. A small content warning for tonight. As we enter the Centurion Gem Mines, there will be some depictions that some of you may not be all right with. Players, mute the stream if you don't want to be made aware of what's coming. There will be some depictions of situations that might trigger people who deal with claustrophobia, as well as different types of sound arrangements, including unnerving silence, creepy sounds, bugs, things like that. Nothing too major, but do want to take that moment to give everyone a chance to be aware of what we might see tonight. With that, I'm going to unmute the players who, anyone who's been following in chat, they have been a little bit odd today, so we'll toss it over to them and see what we can do for a recap from Soren.
Quick middle finger.
Wow, you guys
sorry.
You guys are awful. You're just silently hearting, but also saying throw the middle finger. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
You guys are great.
Let's hop right into it. I don't think there's anything else to announce. So, I guess last thing, Bear, our lovely giant furball, is running a little bit late. I'm sure he'll be here shortly. But in the meantime, we will make our way through. Gone. Yeah, while he's gone, everybody, quick, take his shit really quick. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna deafen. I'm gonna give you his character sheet. No one say a word. Okay.
I was gonna say take the goblin and run.
Oh no!
The goblin and run.
With that, we will re-enter the cave or the mine while Soren provides us with a fantastically thorough recap on last week.
Yeah. All right. Previously on the Chronicles of Patria, having recently defeated a band of goblins attacking the fields, we find our party on their way to their meeting with Leon at the Clements estate. Now had just confronted a man who had stolen the purple chest that Soren and Moss mentioned Esther had been looking for. By confronting, I mean shot. While the rest of the group distracted Soren. While the rest of the group was distracted, Soren took the moment he had to extract the blood from the goblin captain. The group reconvened after the brief distraction, making their way at a more brisk pace towards the Clements Manor in order to not be late. While being led by the guards, Amon snagged an apple after failing to do so in his previous attempt, this time succeeding hoping it would irk the guards. The posse was led into a cellar for their meeting with Leon, who had a proposition for them: save as many people as possible in the collapsed mines and be compensated for it. Simple enough. The group learned during the meeting that Leon's mind had been tampered with. By who, he wasn't sure, since his memory was hazy at best. But they had their assumptions since it had started when a certain member of the Onsel Kingdom, Lord Armanel, who had arrived with Sylvia Clement, the youngest of the siblings, that afternoon. The group eventually agreed to Leon's terms, which ended up in them being paid, but they would owe Leon a favor, which was his to decide. After the meeting, the group splits off, the brothers going their separate way for the night to perform the Scarlet Flame ritual, which caused them to see the memories of the goblin they had captured. They ended up talking, but mostly sat in silence and stayed out for the night, while the others booked the rooms for the night, which resulted in Moss and Amon decorating their room with a certain goblin chandelier. They also eventually get to rest, but before that can happen, Niall hears some voices in his head. The next morning, the group reconvenes at the tavern to go over their plans of preparation going into the mines. They end up splitting up, the majority going to Oswald's because Kuno realized he had mentioned that he would also be attending the meeting, while Amon and Aqua would interrogate their goblin friend. The group going to Oswald's discovered that it was broken into, the only signs of struggle being a ripped dress and a few broken indoors. Now finds a handkerchief and a letter in Oswald's writing saying that he skipped town to go to the Flint Gate to pursue a career in acting, while Moss finds a folded parchment with a map of the boroughs signed by Olivia. Meanwhile, the duo of Aqua and Mon begin their interrogation of the goblin captive. But first, they agreed to a deal that Aqua wouldn't talk about the knuckle dusters that Amon had brandished. They learned the goblin's name, Ubnacht, as well as why he was at the farm. His family was hungry, as well as a bit about his life underground, such as his place of living, as well as learning that there is a huge tree down below. The group met up at the stables, gathering their horses and supplies, and they were off to the mines, with Leon, who had agreed to wait for them out of the mines so he could receive the credit for what they had accomplished. Prior to entering their mines, they were told by Ubnacht that there's another way through, and they discuss if they should follow the goblin's path or map, which ended up in us deciding to follow the map. As they entered the cave, Aqua noticed a slight glowing on the rocks, which prompted them to realize that their back was exposed and was glowing, so they quickly covered that up before anyone noticed. We resume our campaign as Soren lights up the cavern with his magic lights.
That we do. Thank you for the recap. Very thorough. Hopefully everyone remembers where we left off and all the fantastic things that happened last week, and maybe some of the not so fantastic things that happened last week, and the torture and the interrogation and
let's just ask him a few questions.
Just a little light torture. It's all good.
You know.
Yeah, thank you, Mac, for that. So we're gonna hop right into it. You guys have just taken the first 100 feet into the gem mines, the Centurion Gem Mines, or the mine, as it will be referred to. In the mines, in the tunnel that you follow in, the outskirts of these mines are, the little outpost that you guys were in is, simply built. It's not lavish. It's not well constructed. It is to serve a purpose. There are lots of gems to be found below, and the company is not going to spend ample resources to make it safe or make it comfortable. As you have learned in your 2 days investigating the town of Salt Creek, everyone works for the Centurion Mining Company. And the few that don't are the business owners who have been well established and have been handed down and are under the protection of the Centurion Mining Company. So labor is not a problem either. As you all take your steps forward, a reminder of the marching order as it appears in Foundry. We have Niall taking the front with Kuno, Moss, Soren in the middle, and Amon and Aqua at the back. The tunnel is not wide enough for even the smallest of you to walk side by side. And it does not get wider. As a reminder of the harsh conditions that you imagine most miners would encounter going underground, and most of you aren't familiar with this type of work, it is just as wide as it needs to be, and that's it. You continue for the better part of half an hour in mostly silence, the comfort raised a little bit by Soren's dancing lights, which remind us what they look like again, Soren.
They are like tiny, like blue orbs that like give off a blue like a dim light. They're not bright, but like I don't know how far they go, but you can see in front of you. Like I spread them out, so one was like right above Nile, like to the right of his head. One would be behind Aqua was last, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's slightly behind, slightly in front, or slightly behind Aqua, so they could, if they look behind them, they could see a distance. And one is right high up above the rest of us, so it like kind of like lights us up, so we can see, but it's slightly to the right, so we can either see, like, actually it might be in the middle, so we can see on either side of us, like, but it's higher up than the rest. Maybe like 5 feet. The rest are like kind of at like head level.
So with that, with the size of the mine and the crampedness of it, the lights in the middle that are above head height are only about 2 feet above head height. Moss is very uncomfortable. He's about 8'2". The height throughout most of this is about 8 feet. So in some cases where it gets lower, he's crouching even more than the 2 or so he has to. And I imagine at some point, we'll get Bear to confirm this when he comes back, but I would imagine that Moss would take off his hat in order to prevent it from being damaged. You guys have no idea the scale of the map you were given. It's really tough to tell. Looking at it, who has it again? Niall does. So Niall, make just a investigation check, just to study the map and kind of
investigation
based on what you've already seen.
I'm doing better than I was last session.
Nice.
Niall, do you think I could borrow your map by this night's fire?
No,
Don't
burn it.
Whatever you do, don't let Kuno in a map near fire. That's not my voice, but
It is good for the reading.
Good for the reading.
Can't see. I need the lights.
Provides light and warmth.
Oh no.
Did you get the?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's 17.
17. Oh yeah, I didn't have Foundry active. Okay, 17. In the week or so that you and Aqua learned entirely too much about Oswald's life. One thing you learned pretty quickly once you discovered he was a map maker is that he is very eccentric and truly a talented artist. And so the portions of the map that show the outpost where you left Leon and the horses is larger on the map than it would be if it was drawn to scale. So with a 17, you are confidently unsure of how the scale is going to work in this. You don't have enough different points of reference to determine in the first leg of this journey, which is through the first layer of this mine. And let me be clear, as you guys get past that 100-foot mark and you're fully in the mine, the light behind you now, Aqua, only the blue light of Soren's dancing lights. There is no sunlight to be seen. It is a strip mine.
Spooky.
Every 10 feet,
Minecraft?
you turn to the right and the left, and you see hallways extending endlessly. And sure enough, with an investigation check of 17, Niall, there are hundreds of rows and hundreds of columns on this crisscross thatched strip mine just on this first layer. But you know roughly what column and row you started on, and like a game of Snake, you know roughly what column and row you need to get to what is labeled as the elevator. You have no idea with the scale how long this is going to take. But besides the noise of the air pushing in behind you and the footsteps of your friends, you are alone with your thoughts. What would you guys like to do or talk about as you traverse the caverns of the Centurion Mines?
If it falls quiet, Kuno's just gonna kind of start drumming on his breastplate.
After 30 seconds, Amon is just, can you stop?
Sure.
Before that, Soren just fucking throws a rock at him. No.
We'll talk about my brother.
No, I throw it at Kuno.
I was gonna say, we've been
I was just
walking
gonna start singing.
for roughly
Look at
half an
me.
hour. Could we please not start fighting?
Who said we were fighting?
I can hear you all.
You know where
Yes,
we're
but
going,
can you
kid?
hear us after singing?
I know as well as this map was telling me.
And something gets you, I'm not gonna go after you.
I think I should move to the back with Aqua. I think our talents are more suited back there.
You know,
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
you know what? I'm
Kuno,
gonna
we
be
should plan
completely
something.
honest,
Honestly,
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think we have enough room to switch places at this point.
No.
No, what?
you
I squeezed
sure?
past. I squeezed past. The Kuno's just gonna try and
It
like.
would be no
They
problem.
block Kuno.
Scraping his arm, his breastplate scraping against the wall.
Yeah, I will say make a dexterity check.
Kuno?
Kuno, who's trying to squeeze around people to get to the back.
He's gonna squeeze past our biggest member. He's gonna squeeze past Moss.
That's a nat
first.
20.
It's a nat 20.
Oh
Fucking
my
20.
God.
He walks underneath Moss's legs.
Yeah, you hand and foot crawl underneath everybody. And everyone is taller than you except for Niall, I believe.
Yeah, but he was
And
behind
Niall
me.
was ahead of you, exactly. So it's not that bad. A wild bear appears.
Wild.
Right. What are you doing crawling under me?
Perfect timing.
Am I allowed to like try and make it look like he's not gonna fit through me by like body blocking him and like every
Yeah,
time he moves,
Kuno,
I gotta
you get
move
to
get in
Amon,
front of
and
him?
Amon is walking with like these very like knees touching walk. It's very little weird.
Mom,
Look-
do you have to go to the bathroom?
I don't think so.
No, I just don't like caves, and this is how I walk in caves.
Oh, this is just
are you
just for
that
a moment. I just need to get to the back.
I don't
No,
think you can
you don't
scoot
need to
past
get
me.
back, Kruger.
I don't really think you can.
Nonsense. And Kuno's just gonna try and like.
You're-
I'm gonna
He's
cast.
really-
I'm gonna waste a fucking spell slot. I'm like,
What are you doing, Soren?
I'm gonna cast command, and I'm gonna tell him to stop.
Tell Amon to stop or
No,
Kuno?
Kuno.
No.
Who would I tell him to stop? Realistically.
Okay.
Wisdom
Kuno,
save?
well, before you make the save, actually no, make the save first. Command is charisma save.
Look,
I can't
it
remember.
is.
I feel like
wisdom.
during all of this, Niall
It's
just
a
turns
16
around,
plus 3, so
shakes his
19.
head, and just keeps walking.
Pretty much,
So-
yeah.
With
It's
him succeeding on the save, Kuno, you feel like a whisper just behind your ear, where anyone who has seen command cast, which Niall you definitely have, and I assume Amon and Moss likely have heard this spell be cast before. It is usually a commanding voice that says stop, that says walk, that gives this instruction. As Soren casts this spell, Soren, I'll leave it up to you if anyone else hears it initially, but Kuno, you hear it like a whisper over your shoulder. saying,
I think the
"Brother,"
whisper might like
stop.
echo slightly, like stop.
for
And
sure.
then, and it probably Amon hears it, but I don't know if Moss or people up front would hear it.
All right. And you stop for just a second before you shake your head and grinning, keep trying to push underneath
so
Amon's legs.
So I'm gonna grab Amon and then rotate. Or, like,
I'm gonna put a hand on Kuno's face and just say, I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down and stop.
I'm so okay.
Don't touch me.
Look, hands off. Hands off.
Thank you.
This is how I
Aqua, I
walk
think
in
I'm still
caves.
close enough, so I can keep drumming if you want.
Okay. And then maybe we could have.
I like to imagine that Niall's like a good 20 feet ahead of everybody else.
Aqua and
Kuno, I'll leave
Kuno,
you.
make performance checks for me, please.
Hell fucking yeah, I will.
And while
I
they're
wasn't
rolling that, can
expecting that.
someone remind the DM who's got Oopnak right now?
Moss.
Moss.
I do.
Okay, are you piggybacking him or is he walking beside you? Because he definitely cannot be
they're
on your
shackled together.
No,
shoulders.
he's tied to me by the
Gotcha.
hands, and he's walking in front of me.
Gotcha. Good to know.
He's not in your pocket anymore.
A dirty 20.
Dirty
Not
20?
after he bit me.
11.
11. Okay. Okay. So an average of like 15. Not
We
bad.
just didn't have
Not
the same
bad.
styles in our head.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
that's
it
fair.
was a clash of it eventually did harmonize, but it started a little rocky. Moss, you
intended.
watch as Oobnak the Sandlin kind of
Yep.
shakes his hips a little bit while he's walking.
Oh hell yeah.
He's
Mhm.
into it.
Like
He's
like-
into it.
a minute and a half of Kuno and Aqua, you're just
You let it go that long, wow.
Amon's like seething, and he's like waiting for Soren to say something.
Moss-
I'm
He's like he's
I literally turn their light off, just leave them in the darkness, and I'm
As soon
going
as-
to.
As soon as Soren does that, Moss just starts humming along to the.
and then finally Amon will just say, "Will all of you please shut up? We are in deep enemy territory, and you're fucking singing? Really?"
Niall, make a perception check, please.
But this is the perfect time to sing. It keeps us in harmony. We work
Not.
together. It's a great teamwork build
We'll
up.
abandon you to the hogs.
Oh
It's just a
my.
little
that's
bit of
supposed to be
our
a
day
Father
fun.
actually abandoned me, so it's fine. I'm used
14?
to
Well,
it.
not a 14.
Okay, 12. Gotcha.
I'm going to. Oh man, this could be
Cry.
good. I'm gonna. Can I change thaumaturgy slightly for Kuno?
What would you like to do?
Can I make it, instead of a noise, can I make it sound like our father's voice?
Oh,
I will say it's close enough that with a I'm gonna get you to make a spell casting check. So
Oh, I
using
can
your
make
spell
I
casting
can make
ability.
ominous whispers. Can I make our father's voice whispering in Kuno's ear? Knock it off. Like over and over again.
Give me I'll let you decide either a performance check or just what your spell attack would be, your spell casting ability, which I think is
Definitely.
plus 5.
I'd rather do my spellcasting ability.
Okay, give me that. Let's see what we got here.
Oh. 16.
16.
I'm gonna guidance myself too.
Sure.
Guidance.
Guide me, Father.
Okay. I needed another. Nope, that went flying. 20.
With a 20. What does it sound like?
He would be. It would be very like a whisper, like you know those angry whispers, like you're in like public, kind of like your parents are yelling at you. But his would be more like he doesn't care. He like it'd be like just like stop. You know what we have to do, and getting yourself killed would make you look foolish, or something like demeaning and like condescending, like
And your mom's dead.
like stop, like
Your mom's dead.
This is why your mom died.
This is why your mom's dead.
This is why
I will say in this moment, Kuno, there's no roll needed. How do you
Yeah.
react to this?
Um,
Isn't usually this cruel.
Yeah. Thanks, bro. It's a little bit of our day fun. Have you ever heard of that? Anyways. Kuno will stop immediately. Kind of just like whatever he was doing, just kind of arms at his side and kind of just flick his head around behind him. Has Soren done this before?
no, because
Damn.
like you've never been like this like like convicted.
I think it's a mix of, Kuno is this kind of carefree and silly a lot of times, but he shuts up when it's time to go to work. And right now he's not in work mode yet.
Aqua is feeding into Kuno's like carefreeness too much, and it could get us killed. Is how Soren feels, and it's like
valid.
Yeah.
Kuno stops immediately and kind of like looks over and kind of peeks over Amon's shoulder and just looks at Aqua and goes, "Shh."
Okay.
Is this a new song? Shh.
No. I think they're right.
Oh.
Don't worry. And he kind of like reaches a hand over Amon's shoulder to try and like touch out. Like, don't worry, we will do this later.
Amon will move out of the way and just grimace at Kuno.
Thank you.
So with the order changed, Kuno, you're now in between Soren and Amon, because Amon did not let you through, correct?
Yep.
Kuno's gonna try and squeeze back to the front.
Okay. We'll say over the next couple minutes you begin that process.
Right now?
No, Niall is still leading.
Niall.
Okay,
Niall
leading.
with a 12 perception. You are uniquely qualified to, above all else, focus on what you see and be able to tune out what you hear. You see about 15 feet in front of Soren's furthest forward dancing light. As you're walking, you're still seeing it as if it's on the outskirts of this vision. Just the outline of something humanoid. Completely drenched in black shadow. And you noticed it and you cleared your eyes, and while you're clearing your eyes, this is when, Soren was forcing Kuno to stop. So while you had already seen it and you were still walking, because you cleared your eyes to make sure you weren't seeing anything, and you look forward and you're still walking and you're seeing it walking in tandem ahead of you.
I'm gonna stop walking for a second, keeping an eye on it.
Okay.
I bump into Niall slightly.
This time, Kuno's also trying to squeeze past Moss, so like it's just like a collision.
I just put a hand on your shoulder.
Right.
Shh. Just stay here, Kuno.
How tall are the caverns, by the way?
You are crouching about 3 inches.
Okay.
You took off your hat.
off.
Yeah. I said that you
I
probably
don't
took.
take my, unless it was the
bold.
risk of being damaged.
It would be, yeah. Like it's just big enough for people to go in and out. So you're like crouching to like 7, 8, 7, 9, and every now and then you're getting like, God, geez, you're gonna have bumps and bruises for sure by the time you get out of here. So you took your hat off to prevent damage.
Okay.
Niall.
Can I try and see what Niall was
Sure.
pointing at?
Give me a perception check.
What is it you're looking at?
Something ahead.
That is a 12.
12, same as what Niall rolled. It takes you a minute, but you see a humanoid thing drenched in shadow. There is no color, there is no material that you can pinpoint on this creature, on this thing.
Right.
And it has stopped where Niall stopped. And it is crouching, like knees are bent, like 30 degrees, like it's quite low to the ground as you guys stop.
I'm
It's
gonna
facing away
kinda-
from you. It's walking ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of put a hand on Niall and sort of like pull them slightly so they take it one step back just to see what the shadow does.
Shadow doesn't move.
What are we
Right.
stopped for?
I'm gonna hand the map over to Moss behind me. Take out my gun.
Just fire.
And I'm just gonna slowly approach.
We'll fill you in a second. There's something ahead of us.
Very slowly, cautiously.
I'm just
Stealthily,
gonna
you could say.
stand in
How-
everybody's way.
How far ahead did you say this was, Tyler?
It's about 15 feet ahead of the furthest dancing light, so it's about 30 feet away from Nile.
Okay. I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Hey yo.
Go ahead and use Divine Sense. That allows you to... Let's take a look. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by blah, blah, blah. Celestial Fiend, Undead within 60 feet. Nothing.
Oh.
Having on aim on his shoulder because
Still gonna.
what's going on? I was told to shush, but I don't.
I'm gonna
what's-
put my hand up to Aqua's face.
I would like Nile to make a stealth check with disadvantage because of how
Not
loud the
touching
group is
Aqua,
being
but up to her face.
as you
And lick the
move
hand.
ahead.
That's not a good roll.
It's not a good roll.
Amon
Ends
will
with
turn
disadvantage,
around
so
and
that's
just say, "You will have words before this day is through."
I rolled the same thing both times.
Hell yeah. 9.
9.
You move forward and the figure doesn't move. It is still crouching ahead. You are now 10 feet away from it. You are in front of the dancing light. Moss, you can no longer see the creature.
I can't see it anymore?
No, Nile is blocking its view
Okay.
Oh,
as it's crouched.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer so I still have eyes on it.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Kuno's gonna try and follow behind Moss with his war pick in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
got in trouble with Amon by licking his hand.
Can I? That'd be dumb.
It's never
Can I?
done.
Can I? Cause I. Can I move the light forward like slightly to see if it
What's
illuminates
the range?
creatures? What?
What is the range for dancing light?
As long as they stay within 20 feet of each other.
Okay.
So
So
I move all
you-
3 of them together.
You push the light forward.
I can move it up to 60 feet,
Okay.
but I have been moving it constantly, and I've been like recasting it because like whatever, however long it's not important. But yeah, so I would move it forward with Nile, just so like it kind of like that light, because it's obviously close enough to see the light, so it's like it's like if it's back to us, it doesn't matter because it's close enough to see the light. So
Thank you. I have been reminded of something. Good to know. So you're pushing forward. Now, Kuno, you're looking ahead to this creature when you use Divine Sense.
Yep.
Make a perception check.
That is 14 total.
14. You're looking ahead. However, Divine Sense is a radial, right? You are the center of a sphere of understanding of these creatures around you. You don't get anything in front of you. You get a tickle on the back of your neck of someone behind you. You
Kuno's gonna like. Sorry, go ahead.
go,
You
nope,
can finish.
Go ahead.
Oh, Kuno is going to pause for a moment and then kind of look over his shoulder behind him.
Now, Divine Sense lasts until the end of your next turn. So, approximately
Yeah,
12
so like 10
seconds.
seconds, yeah.
10, 12 seconds. You have time. As you look behind you, a single bead of black, necrotic undead energy sits in the chest of Amon before the effect fades.
Amon
No,
is just now turning away from Aqua after having just her
Got her covered her
sees-
mouth, yeah.
and sees Kuno looking at him and just goes, "What are you looking at, boy?"
Kuno grins, just admiring that coat of yours.
Niall.
Sure.
The dancing light, an ethereal source of energy, passes through your chest, unfeeling, and is now between you and the creature. And yet, even with the light pushing forward, this creature is drenched in shadow, and, looking past it, does not leave a shadow. You know what this is. You've only seen it once before. Make a sanity saving throw, please.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I hope
Oh
you
my
don't
god,
fall.
never mind. These rolls are sucking again.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
Can you just give me an Australian now?
The immediate oh no was so good.
Oh no.
A 4! That's not gonna cut it!
Flash of genius.
Flash of genius, yeah. Wrong campaign, shit.
Nerith, help me.
Niall. This is an echo, a shadow, a stain on the surface of your reality. You look at this creature about 6'2", you measure, crouched in this position. As you get closer, you realize it's not crouching away from you. The fact that it's not emanating any light or material, it is a solid black shadow. It was hard to determine the positioning of the body. It is, in fact, rested up against the wall of the cavern. This reminds you of a very familiar scene you shared in an alleyway not one day before. You see the stain of your latest kill. And with a 4 sanity save,
Don't do it.
Oh,
Fuck.
it's never good when he rolls.
you take 3 psychic damage. I rolled very low.
Oh, little baby got a headache.
And then the creature stands up, laughs at you in that very familiar laugh, and walks away. Moss, you see this happen. You see it stand up, laugh at your new friend, and walk away.
I look at Niall. Does that happen often?
It's only happened
Niall?
once before.
That I can remember now.
Right. Should we be concerned? You seemed... Alright.
I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Are you sure you should lead? You seem to be seeing things.
No, it's fine.
No, it was there. It wasn't their imagination there, Kuno.
What does it look like?
Willing to fill in the ones who can't see up there?
Like a solid black shadow.
Oh, Sean, Eamon Sean goes, Niall, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Amon ducks and lets Aqua fall forward.
Oh, okay. Let me rephrase it.
Valid. Okay, Niall, you continue down the tunnel.
Yeah, take the map back and just.
Man.
I actually hurt my hand.
No.
Oh no! Punch the
It's all
wall.
scratched up now.
Oh no! All right. You all continue the path down the mines. Unless anyone has something they would like to do, you continue traveling for about half a day. These mines are huge.
Maybe like I don't know, an hour into their travel, Amon is gonna kind of walk a little closer to Soren, clear his throat, and just go, "Mind if we switch places?"
Hi.
Not doing too well with back there.
Oh, another pretty rock.
What are you going to do, sir, if you continue down the next door?
I'm not gonna do anything to her, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to do anything for her either. If I have to be annoyed for another 5 minutes.
And you think I would do anything different?
I mean, you want to just leave her in the dark? You just walk ahead.
Hey, I thought we were trying to be quiet.
We're whispering.
We're whispering. We're whispering.
I don't want to be
He
like.
still says it.
Yeah.
He doesn't hear what you're saying. He's like, I thought we were being quiet.
We are being quiet.
While you guys are traveling, and Soren and Amon, do you two swap places or no?
I'll swap places. We can trade off.
We'll take turns.
Babysitting duty.
Only if there was
Should
someone
get
who wanted
Niles in the front just because he needed the break.
Aqua, as you are continuing to pull up the rears, give me an investigation check. Everyone seems to be distracted. Niall is now putting all of his energy into focusing on what's ahead and not thinking about what just happened. The rest of the group is traveling, mostly in silence.
Are we all doing investigation?
Just Aqua.
Okay.
You all
I'm
are,
looking for pretty rocks, and I got a 14.
You do find a bunch of pretty rocks.
Oh.
What do I get?
Through the 5 hours that you are all walking before you get to where we are going, you collect about 2 pounds of loose, low-grade gemstones. Some are like rocks with little flecks on. You can write down a 2-pound bag of gemstones worth 30 gold.
Gems.
Over the 5 hours, picking up every pretty rock that reflects off of the dancing lights.
Picture this, okay? Anytime I'm picking up rocks, it's ooh, a pretty rock. Ooh, a pretty rock. Ooh, a pretty rock.
This is why
Literally
Amon-
Family
this is
Guy.
why
Yeah,
Amon
this is why you
switched
wanted to
with
swap,
Soren.
yeah. And I would like to remind you that most rocks are very, very light, so doing that over a 5-hour period with a 2-pound bag, it happens a lot.
Side question. You said $30. 30 gold or 30 silver?
30 gold worth
30 gold.
of
Okay.
of gemstones.
30 pesos.
30 American US
American
dollars.
US bucks.
That's what I was
30.
confused. It was
No
like,
worries, no
dollars
worries.
don't exist here, good sir, good storyteller.
Oh,
Barons
that's
can make
great.
their own currency.
Yeah, you got 30 pesos.
I love it.
Ooh,
30
me and Kuno making our empire.
Baronese
2
pesos.
pounds. You got
Here's
2
another weird
pounds.
rock for your collection, Aqua.
Yay!
All
It's looks green.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you just try and throw it over everybody, or do you like pass it?
He's
Yeah,
already
you're like
long
pass it
enough.
because I know what you. I specifically reach over Amon's head.
We also have to reach
you can
over
do that.
Kuno's and Soren's head. How do you give it to me?
I toss
So
it after
far
I get
away,
that far.
yeah. Just flicks it.
Thank you.
Eventually,
Quarterback dive.
you guys
Right before she tries to catch
walk into a chamber of sorts. And most of the path has been straightforward. You guys have been, for the most part, traveling in one direction. There are a couple times where Niall kind of self-corrects, is like, I think we're going to come out on this side, and you guys will take a right turn to go further, deeper into the mine. But after about 5 hours of regularly paced travel, you guys are in a chamber, and again, as with the entire mine you guys just followed through, there's not a lot to look at. As the dancing lights fill this chamber as you all walk in, it is a lobby of sorts. There are other tunnels that lead here all around this mine, and you can see, in fact, that the mine continues on the other side and continues into this mountain. Where one of the pathing would be instead is a massive hole, and you see broken bits of wood and carved stone in the wall here.
With the broken pieces of wood, does it look like there was like a skirmish here?
Make an investigation check.
Can I assist him on
Sure.
his investigation?
Oh, I get to do it with advantage. Oh no, my dice, they're no longer pickled. No!
What are
All
you?
my rolls will be shit.
You noticed something over there?
Oh, this broken wood. Doesn't look. It doesn't look like it might have just been an accident.
Right. How tall are the wooden beams or the wooden planks?
The hole that is kind of wrapped in wood is about 10 by 10 feet.
Quite
and
tall.
contains
Nice.
about goes into the rock about 10 feet, this hole, and you can see that it continues downward and upward.
So it's like in the center of the chamber, right? Like the hole is.
It's in the wall opposite of where you guys just came from.
Can I send my lights like into like combine them into one? So it's like, and I make a vaguely humanoid shape, and it like goes I combine the four. Oh, well, it's 4 lights. I thought it was 3. And I send it down so it's like brighter.
Okay. What was that investigation roll?
21 total.
21 total. It doesn't look like there was a skirmish here. It looks like the broken bits of wood are caused because you can see kind of, as this humanoid figure of light goes in the chamber, you take a look in, and looking down, it's just pure darkness. Looking up on the inside of the diameter of this chamber are little hooks of wood that have been pulled out as if they were ripped down. Something ripped these down.
Didn't Leon say they caused the caved in so they wouldn't escape?
It's true. I just didn't expect it to be so early in.
Right.
Perhaps we are closer than we thought.
I look at the goblin. I point at the broken beams. Like, this familiar to you?
In that broken, common, kind of scratchy voice. Boom. And he points down into the stone carved out shaft that goes down.
What's down?
Home. Shiny
And that's
rocks.
And that's where our friends are.
Food. Yes.
Right. So, I guess we're going down eventually.
Yes, we're going.
Is there a safe? Is it a safe way down, or is it like a straight drop?
With the dancing lights shedding about 60 feet of light, I believe it is, when they're in that full form, you cannot see the bottom.
But like, is it a vertical drop?
It is a vertical drop. Niall, looking at the map, give me an intelligence check.
No.
It's in that one.
There are 4 possible rooms that you could be in right now. This could be the storage chamber. This could be the rail farm. This could be the acid pit. Or this could be the elevator. You don't know.
Can I, in contrast to my awful intelligence check, take a rock and drop it down?
Sure, in the frustration of not being able to determine how far you've traveled, you kick a rock down.
Not acid.
Not acid.
Why do they have a acid blast?
I don't know.
Probably getting rid of the stone they carve out.
Yeah.
Better than creating mountains outside.
Probably to shut some people up.
That too.
That's true.
Effective.
Right.
I suppose I'm just confused on how they made it.
Looking
Probably
around,
when
is
they
there
got
any
here.
is there any way, any place where we could mount like ropes or climbing gear?
Assuming you all have approached this kind of area as Soren has filled it with light, you notice the same like hooks that have been ripped out of the wall that Amon saw.
Are they intact or?
I would say Aqua and no, just Aqua. Aqua, make a history check.
Oh, okay.
Let's get some
It's
Aqua.
not-
Let's get some
it's
Aqua
not-
lore real quick here.
What? Why? We don't. That's not necessary.
It's a history check.
It's a 12.
12. That's good enough. Give me 1 second here.
8. I'll take it. He's going to just storyteller notes.
Oh no!
Daddy Master notes.
Don't-
He's gonna give you worse.
Never
lore
mind.
now.
Never mind. That wasn't high enough. Fuck you.
I
You've
started
been
with
denied by the
storyteller and then
Wizard
I
of
got
Oz.
worse.
Yeah,
You
we're getting more now.
You lost backstory.
You
privileges.
know what this is.
Bubbly's out of the campaign.
In the house you grew up with, in the Lord's house, the mansion, the manor at the top of the island that you grew up on. The safest and quickest way down was the elevator. It was a platform that, with a pulley system, you would pull a rope and you would go up, and you would drop a stone and you would go down. This is a shaft of what an elevator was, and it has been completely ripped out, or with a 12, I'll give it to you, it fell.
Oh.
So you don't know what floor you're on, but you are looking into an elevator shaft.
Wait.
So,
Ah.
How do we get down?
Well, this is actually what the Lord has back at home, and normally there's a rope you pull, and for somehow you go up, and then but if you like push a rock, then somehow you go down, but it's kind of missing. I don't
Right.
understand where it is. I wonder
Perhaps
if it's down
it's-
there.
Yeah, likely.
Is that a good assumption?
Niall, with this knowledge, I will give you one more intelligence check on this damn map.
Can I go look at the map with Niall and
Sure.
help him?
You guys can both roll, I'll say, because
Okay.
this is not going well.
Let Kuno touch.
No.
the button.
don't.
Did you get a nat
also-
one again? Is that what you just said?
No, it's a
Oh,
better roll.
I thought you said it's the same roll. I was like, are you
No,
serious?
it's a better roll. It's fine.
Or Soren will be like, never let Kuno touch any maps ever.
Just like Aqua.
Whisper in their ear.
It's like, excuse me,
that's
just like
great.
Aqua.
I got a 16.
You draw one
I also got a
frog and
16.
apparently
Two
you can't do it.
16s. You have now been given enough points of reference to determine the scale of this map. 16 is high for intelligence, but you are not a mathematician. The depth of this mine is not as long as the mine is, but it is quite deep. You imagine it's at least a couple 100 feet down, if not more.
While they're figuring the situation out, I assume Aqua may or may not have zoned out or is preoccupied by something at this point.
Rude. Aqua, what are you up to?
He's not wrong,
Damn
actually.
it! I gave you an olive branch.
I'm probably
Okay.
like looking around, going like, "Oh, I miss home." Just-
Amon
Fair.
will approach Aqua and kind of like snap once to get it to like snap back to reality, like, hey, and we'll just kind of like in a low voice just be like, mind if I talk with you for a second?
Oh my gosh! Sure, anything.
And he will walk back towards the entrance of the room, away from the house, to get out of like major earshot.
What do you want to talk about, new best friend?
And then Amon will kind of lean in and go, listen, I was impressed with the interrogation, but as I'm seeing now with your actions, making me less and less impressed. I would like to ask for you to put on a serious face for this mission. And
can you give me an example of a serious face?
Niall.
Amon will point to Niall.
Oh, that's Niall's happy face. Actually, right now, that's Niall's upset face because he's actually kind of struggling with the map more than normal. And the last time I had a map, he kind of took it away from me, mainly because I drew a frog on it. But it was.
Hey, can I another thing? If you impress me with this mission, I promise you one gift.
Is it another frog?
I can't tell you what it is.
It's a shadow frog.
Maybe.
Is it a blue frog?
Amon's like, for fuck's sakes.
Is it a brown frog? Is it a yellow frog?
No.
Is it any kind of frog?
No, I don't know. I will promise you one gift if you impress me on this mission.
If it's the gift of friendship, we already have it.
A tangible, materialistic gift.
Oh boy.
Can we have matching hats?
Amon actually puts his hands in his face.
Walks away. Just leaves.
Please, I'm trying to have a discussion with you. I want us to succeed.
And we will.
And you are putting people in danger with your silliness.
How do you know I am good, sir? I am not silly. You'll know when I'm silly.
Every time you picked up a rock, you said, ooh, shiny rock.
But look at it. It's shiny. It's so pretty.
That is the definition of silly.
That's the definition of recollection.
Your
of how pretty the rocks are.
Ignorance and your naivete is going to get us killed. And if you don't step it up, I will abandon you and leave you for dead.
Holy shit.
First off, where's there's the step up to? I don't see any elevators and I don't see any stairs, okay? Second, I'm 21.
You certainly don't fucking act like it.
Thank you.
I think you need to grow up, or you're going to get yourself and everyone killed.
So what's the gift?
Impress me and find out. And Amon will walk away.
How to impress a cranky cowboy.
So Niall, are you sure the map's not just upside down or something?
I'm positive the map is not upside down. I did this shit back in the camp.
Right, it's just no matter which way I look at a written word, it corrects itself. So I can't actually tell if it's written upside down or not.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Kuno's gonna walk up to Soren and kind of pull him by his wrist away from the group as well.
Wow, so many secret meetings.
Can I look at this map?
Yeah, you can also take a look at the map, sure.
Whatever, I didn't even look at the map. I don't care.
Niall's losing his mind. Yeah. You have determined enough to know that you either need to find another way down or rappel down this
Does anyone want
elevator
to jump
shaft.
down this thing and see if they can survive the fall?
Aqua will immediately jump. I feel like...
No, Aqua, no. That was a rhetorical question. Do not do that.
Wait. What if I made a rope down?
Or like
that's more like it. I like what you're thinking.
I could climb down. I think I'm the strongest here, no offense.
I can actually
you garner
down.
the same information. It's at least a couple 100 feet down.
Well, I was just meaning like I was actually more looking for like the way down. Sorry, I should have clarified.
Oh, the way
Like an
down is the
alternative
elevator.
way down from the elevator?
Yeah, if there is a way down from besides the elevator.
With your intelligence check, you start looking at this map, and instead of finding anything on the map, you do remember that the goblin said that there's a way to his home. He said something on there's a way to get to where he lives without going through the human side of the mine.
Right, I look as I'm looking at the map, I kind of lift the map up and look down at the goblin.
He's just doing his best.
You know,
Hey, do you know a way down from here?
He looks up at you. No.
But there is a way down from here.
Moss, it's called jumping down the hole.
He scratches his head.
I appreciate your feedback, Aqua.
Okay.
In Goblin, he says, my home is the other way. Not through tunnel, through forest. Down into the earth.
He said his home is another way, through a forest, not a tunnel.
Right, but we have to go in through this way, unfortunately.
Yeah, too far. Oh, wait,
Also, I don't think the people we are looking for are in the forest.
no,
I doubt it.
no,
Well,
it's one of
they're-
no.
they're-
But
the entrance to
think you
their
misunderstood.
part of the entrance to their part of the underground cave network is in the woods, is what he's saying.
it's not Suzis. We'd have to backtrack it essentially.
How much rope do we have as a group?
Can I show? I show Ubnak the map.
Don't let him touch the-
How
I don't let him touch it.
well,
but-
hold on. What
Yeah.
do? You show it to him like in front of his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
With a 22 dexterity check, he bites the map.
I grab. Is he still biting?
Just
onto
closed
it?
jaw. He doesn't tear. He just bites it.
Let go.
I'm gonna come up behind him and grab him by his hair. And keep him-
I mean, I'm already holding on to the
Oh,
back
you're
of
holding-
his head. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
He's
let
let go,
let
motherfucker.
go.
Well, you're in
Drop
front and
it.
you're grabbing him like this, like.
Yeah, I've grabbed him like by his hair, and I've got the map in my other hand. I'm like, let go.
If you don't let go,
He
I will
doesn't.
kill you.
He doesn't let go. He's
You
just
can hear
looking
the
at
sound of
you.
Niall cocking his gun.
He's looking at you, and there's
What?
just drool pulling. out of his chin.
What section
Ubnak,
of the,
I
what
think he's
section of the,
hungry.
what section of the map is he biting?
Like he's just biting the sheet like right in the middle
Right.
of the
Okay,
mine
I'm
of the
gonna-
map of the
gonna-
mine.
I'm gonna walk up to him, conjure firebolt in my
No.
hand, and start putting it towards his eye, and just say, "If you don't." In Goblin, I will say, "If you don't want to lose your fucking eye, I suggest you let go of the map."
Watch the map. Watch the map. Don't put fire.
Make an intimidation check.
I just like to imagine Niall cocking his gun and then someone holding him back.
That will be me.
Aqua, the reasonable one, Aqua, of course.
Oh, okay.
Rare
No, I pull
moment.
him to the side, going like, "Wait, if it doesn't work, then shoot."
Doing good at intimidation check.
What'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
3 plus 7.
He kind of went and rips back, pulling most of the map, tearing it with him, and opens his mouth, and he's just like holding the part that he took with him on his tongue, like, ah!
I pull it off, and I just like
Oh wait,
pull him.
Wait,
Oh,
I put it together. Give me this, and I offer my hands for the map.
Yeah, I give you the map, and I'm just pulling him up by his head and his shirt, like lifting
Cast
him away from
mending
rest
on the
of him.
map.
Moss.
Let's
Would
go.
You cast mending on the map, which
know it won't.
which returns the paper, but does not bring back the ink. It brings back the paper, so it's one solid piece. So there are parts of it that are missing.
There's like a streak around where he bit and ripped it off. That's missing.
Correct, as well
Moss
as some of the damage from the
Right.
drool, and the ink is a little bit more water soluble than maybe what we wanted. It's still readable. It's going to be much more difficult to garner info
Moss
from it, though.
Looks at Amon. I'm gonna get the information I need. I'm just not gonna do it in the way I thought I was going to. So you can keep your hands off him for now. And I'm just going to drop the goblin on the ground, and I'm just pulling him along now, no longer being...
Okay.
I think Niall is gonna punch the wall.
Amon is
It hurts.
absolutely furious.
Kuno's gonna whisper.
When you were talking, when you said that, Moss, there was like a hint of like shadow emanating from him as he's like clenching a closed fist on the firebolt and like extinguishing it.
All
Getting
right.
a little intense in here.
Kuno's gonna whisper in Soren's ear. I don't get why they gave the map to the goblin before they gave it to me. Clearly, I'm a better candidate than him.
That being said, I pulled the goblin over to the hole. And I'm just gonna... Yeah, I push him into the hole. I still have the rope on my arm, so...
Okay.
I don't know.
He screams for the 10 feet that he falls into the hole. And he's just whimpering and crying in the hole,
by the way,
hanging by his manacles again, just like he was yesterday morning. Just
Kuno never stepped near the hole, by the way.
okay.
Kuno never entered that chamber of the he always stayed in the big chamber.
Okay. Someone had asked earlier how much rope everybody has. You guys want to check?
I got 50 feet.
I got 50 feet
50
as well.
feet.
I got 50.
So what's that? 6 times 50? That's
I
I
don't
have
think
50,
I don't
so
think you
that's-
all. I don't think Niall does. I think you have 5. So
I don't have rope.
250 feet of rope.
Oh, I do have rope.
Niall has
You
strength.
do. Okay.
I do.
Okay.
okay. So we have
Oh, that's
300
fine.
feet of
It's
rope.
tiny.
I'm actually if we don't need the goblin, I am quite proficient in climbing. I can take the rope, tie it to pythons, jam them in the walls, make a system down. A little safer than just climbing a rope tied to a rock.
Not a bad idea.
That's fine.
At the very least, you can go down there and see if the elevator's actually working.
Check.
No,
It's broken.
yeah, it's
It's
Of
broken.
course it's broken.
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
fixing the map.
collapsed down.
It's you see up there? Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be connected, and it's
Ah.
not there. So I think it's
Sorry.
down there.
I was
Okay.
the map, the goddamn map.
The god.
It's okay, Niall.
damn.
I'm fine.
I know you are.
I'm fine.
You always are.
I'm gonna
Oh, I see.
walk over to the hole with Moss, and Amon will take off his hat and like kind of hold it against his chest and just watch Moss.
Okay.
Moss is just looking over at the goblin, tapping his foot anxiously.
Goblin doesn't make any noise. Is thoroughly shocked with what has happened.
I just let him
Um,
hang there while the group is deciding on.
Yeah.
I'll give my 50 feet of rope to Amon.
I will too, yeah.
This is the only intelligible plan we've had so far.
Amon will lowly say to Moss, just say, "Do it. Cut the rope. Let him fall."
Oh, I already told you what I'm going to do.
Hey, I just want to let you know, Nick, that that all that chat goes to the chat.
Oh,
in here.
right. Yes.
Wait, you
Let
guys
me-
see that?
Let me.
Yeah,
hide it.
everyone can see what the whisper is.
in Discord, but they're not gonna look at it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean,
I won't look.
There. Now,
I have that chat.
I only
for a reason.
started
now
reading
they
the first
can-
sentence and I was like, nope, I'm stopping.
now they can-
That's all.
I have the channel muted, so I don't see what's going
all
on
good,
there.
all good.
Thanks, guys.
What are you
I
guys
just happened
doing?
to have it clicked on accident.
I will. Does anyone have pythons at all,
No.
or no one has any kind of python?
Could have got
Batons?
some.
Yeah, it's just stuff to stick in the wall. I think y'all bought some, didn't you?
I was going to and I forgot.
Didn't buy
I have
climbers
none,
kit.
no.
Nope.
I try to avoid caving.
Lunching.
And so I've been in many caves in my lifetime.
Do you have a suggestion, Aqua? I hear you trying to speak up.
Ooh. No, I don't think it's going to work.
Go ahead, say it.
Speak your piece.
So yeah, it's enough. Might work. Could be a good idea.
Ooh, well, I just thought maybe if I kind of made some tree branches come through the hole, that'll give you something to attach to. Or tree roots or whatever.
Think they'll be sturdy enough to hold our weight?
Maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't think they would be. Do you have some pythons?
You guys could test it.
We could try it.
Amon will take some rope, and we'll walk over to a wall and kind of just touch it and just go here. Touch, make a root come out here.
Okay. Root, please.
It appears. Little green leaf on it, but it looks fairly sturdy sticking out of the area where you are. While there is some carved stone and wood paneling, there is still very much like exposed earth and rock, so there is places for root to take hold.
Amon will attach the rope to it, walk back over to the hole, and will, with his climbing speed, will lower himself down into the hole, and then just kind of like start leaning back. Like the way he climbs, down is as you see him walk over to the hole, his nails like grow longer and thicker and sharper, and he just like punctures the earth and then starts like moving his way down, and then he'll, with one arm in the wall, lean back with his body weight on the rope to see if it'll hold his body weight.
It holds without creaking or moving at all. Seems sturdy.
Amon will climb back up, detach that rope, and we'll say,
Are you impressed?
Aqua, how do you feel about a piggyback ride?
Friendship forever!
No talking on the way down.
Oh no.
And Amon
Who
will
said I was talking? I'm singing!
Amon will tie some rope around his waist, and then with 2 feet of it, will kind of walk over to Aqua and tie the extra tie a little bit around her waist so that we're connected. And then we'll kind of crouch down and ready himself for a piggyback ride.
Okay. So you are gonna rappel down with Aqua on your back and leave markers for handholds to walk down this type thing.
Yeah, kind of. And attach ropes to the handholds so in case somebody falls.
So you tie 300 feet of rope together to start. You anchor it on the top. Do you just drop the rest of the rope down? Sure.
Can I try something, because I know can I try to this just I want to see, instead of tying it, if I could just mend the 2 ropes together.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have to cut the ends a little bit to fray them, but yes, you can turn this into 300 feet of naturally reinforced rope.
Guys,
absolutely.
how are we packing this up after?
This rope stays here now. Every adventuring group always has rope and they never use it. You guys are actually using the rope.
All of it. We're using all of it.
And over there's Kuno with a 300-foot spool of rope wrapped around his chest.
Honestly, would actually increase your armor class. Yeah, hempen rope is tough to cut with that many layers.
Guys, we just made Kevlar.
Yeah, it's like trying to rip 2 phone books apart. It's impossible.
You're just that kid from the Christmas Story that's waddling around.
I love it. Okay.
I pulled the goblin up finally.
So, you pull the goblin up. Amon, you get Aqua to root something near the top, about probably 2 feet away from the edge of this elevator shaft, and mount the rope around there, tying it quite aggressively as your anchor point. Do you throw the 300 feet down?
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. You listen. You do not hear any of the rope hit the ground.
Might be. Maybe I can go down, see how far it goes from the bottom, and if anything, we might just need to take a drop.
Okay.
All right.
Hope Joe's the one doing the dropping.
Aqua, piggyback strapped to your back. What is everyone else doing as Amon begins the descent?
I am gonna go to Kuno.
Kuno's got his back to you guys and is kind of just sitting there with like his knee up and is just watching all of the tunnels that lead into here.
Good.
Fine.
I find that doubtful.
Well, when was the last time we've been fine?
Hey, I'm talking about right now. In this moment. Are you good?
I'll be okay. I think Kuno like reaches up and grabs your shoulder and kind of pulls you down.
Like into like what? Like
Just like face to face. Just kind of like pulls you like down so you can like you're more face to face. It kind of gives you this like angry look. Like, why would you use Foss's voice against me like that?
Because you weren't listening. And we are in unfamiliar territory, and that was the only thing I could think of. That would get to cut through the nonsense.
Kuno kind of like, not like lightly. Just
also,
kinda,
you notice it wasn't nearly as mean as Father could be. Like, so it was like perfectly.
It was
like,
through the mouthpiece of Soren, so it was still a brotherly, yeah.
Like it wasn't like cruel, but it was like his voice. So it's like
To catch your attention, basically.
yeah.
I guess I thought I would be safe from his voice during the daytime, but it's okay. And he kind of like pushes you back up. And how's the rope going?
Niall's just sitting by the edge
fine.
watching.
I think it's fine. Are you going? You going to be? Can I make an insight?
You
Like,
absolutely can.
Man with a mustache.
Kuno,
Oh,
roll a d20, and I will look at your sheet and decide what to add to it.
what is my?
Okay. Do you want a secret dungeon master roll?
Sure.
Just flat d20, you said.
Yep.
So 7.
A hard 7 though, right? Like a really tough, sturdy
Like a big
7.
seven.
So just a real
Not
7.
a small 7, it's a big
No,
7.
It's a big 7.
So it's a big 7.
Standing tall.
With Nick's results,
You know what they say? 7 did eat 9.
he seems something's not right. You're not an idiot.
Yeah.
But the way he's talking, wrong place, wrong time to have this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
This is something to note and follow up on potentially, but he
Yeah,
seems
so-
fine enough to
We'll
continue.
remember this.
Yeah, exactly. Little above your head. Yeah.
No, Soren will look at Kuno like one last time, and he's like, "We can talk later."
And Kuno just nods and just kind of looks back. Can I also just make a perception check looking back into these tunnels?
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
Gathering information.
I would have left the lights. Like I would have left. Like how far away are we from the hole to the tunnels?
40 feet.
Okay, so what I would have done is I have 4 lights. I would have separated them 20 feet apart each one, like one above the hole
Yep.
in the ground, the elevator shaft, then 20 feet away one, or 19 feet away one, and then like so on and so on, so it reaches Kuno.
Okay.
And then one like kind of like in the
Still
tunnel.
illuminating the tunnels. Okay.
Yeah.
Easily
And I
enough.
would stay within within the range, so it's like not gonna go out.
Sounds good.
Perception of 3.
Okay. You are
Man.
distracted with something else. And that something else, in that moment before your brother walks up, I would like you to make a sanity check. Just a check.
Oh.
Not that it would be any different since you don't have proficiencies in it yet, but
Yeah. My sanity reset.
it should be a 9 total, so that's a minus
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, it's not my character sheet for some reason. So good.
Nice, good, rough.
I didn't roll. Just drop that one. I missed the dice tray. Alright, there we go. That's a 4 total.
4 total. You spend the 10 minutes or so, we'll say it took for all of that nonsense commotion to happen to determine what to do with the map and the goblin this whole time while you were distracted looking down the tunnels.
I still have the map, just letting you guys know.
You have a moment of serenity. You don't understand why you're scared of that hole in the ground. It is a irrational fear that you are emotionally intelligent enough to know must come from a memory or from something, but you do not remember why you are so scared. And in the same breath, you do not know why the singing and show you put on with Aqua seems so familiar. Like deja vu, when your brother told you to stop, and when Amon tried to silence you guys, there was a moment of deja vu. You swallowed it because there were more important things to do, and your brother, using that voice of your father, snapped you out of that deja vu pretty quick. But in this 10 minutes of silence, there's something there. You too, just like Soren does in a second, make a note to delve deeper into that later.
While they're having this conversation, this goblin, I walk over to Niall, and while I was just having this conversation with Amon before, I untie him from me and I just shove him over to Niall.
What the fuck?
Do what you want with him. I can't. Don't leave him with me.
What?
And I just walk away from the goblin.
What?
I walk to the other side of the hole.
I never was in charge of prisoners.
Don't keep him, whatever.
You all know.
I'm just like holding this thing like by the scruff of the neck, just like what the
He still has his manacles on, right? Or he's just,
I believe
he's
so,
got
just like
yeah.
by the manacles then, just like
Did you take the rope?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
So he's just got manacles. All right. Duly
how are
noted.
you?
He hisses at you.
Okay.
Soren is eyeing the goblin and now.
God, just please throw him down the hole.
Can I?
You hear from Amon, who is in the hole right now.
I'll catch him.
I'll get him.
I promise.
Throw him down here.
I got my big baseball glove.
Whoops, I slipped. Butterfingers.
Okay.
Whoops, I caught him, but he stabbed him through the heart.
We move to Amon and Aqua, the once again unlikely duo, partnered up again to solve the adventure.
My favorite buddy cop movie.
I need Amon to give me a generalized dexterity check.
Could it be a strength check?
Sure, I'll let you use your strength for this.
Relax.
1. Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Aquan,
Natural 20.
Let's go. Nat 20 for a total of?
22.
while the interaction with Moss, Nile, and the goblin is taking place, and while the conversation between the brothers is wrapping up, Amon is already 30 feet down. He's moving quick. Aqua, he notifies you every 20, 15-ish feet to make another root-based python in the side of the wall here. And you begin the steady climb down.
Ooh,
You reach
it's getting
the
spooky dark.
5th python you've installed. The 8th. The 10th. Keeps going. Keeps going. You have no idea how far it's been because there are no knots tying the rope together to notify you of every 50 feet. They are one single rope. So you are lost in the darkness.
It's getting kind of scary.
Darkness is not something you should be scared of.
That's the scariest thing you've ever said.
I was gonna say, you're normally all dark and gloomy, so that's kind of dark and scary.
Sorry, Nick is correct. It's a piton, not a
Piton.
python.
I've always heard
You're
it.
talking to a rock climber.
Yeah, I know. It's
Okay.
piton. It's piton.
Shoot, they're professional guys.
Shit, this guy have one hand and just tosses himself up a rock wall.
This guy free solo.
He knows what a
He
python
does
or a
free solo.
piton is.
In the
My-
go
Oh,
ahead.
The conversation with Aqua, Amon will say, my mood and general look is not why I am feared, Aqua.
Oh,
Darkness is not something to be afraid of. It's what lurks within it.
ooh, spooky. What darkness do you have in you?
You don't want to know.
Oh, but I do.
Trust me, kid. You don't.
How old are you?
I don't rightfully know. 40 something. Maybe.
Oh,
I
also we're
stopped
close
counting.
to age.
We're just bad at math.
Yes.
I mean, we definitely are.
Just stay focused on the mission. Another knot here.
Okay.
Amon.
Hmm?
Every now and then, the immediate 5 feet around you glows a bright blue, just like a flicker, and then vanishes. Not enough to really catch your eye. It could be the light from above, the blue dancing lights, while getting smaller. You don't know how the magical light of them works. But every now and then you get a little flicker of blue on the wall around you.
Wish that motherfucker would just send that fucking light down here instead of it sparking off the walls every once in a while.
You can yell at me.
Oh, you're that isn't that the light that it's from him?
Yeah.
Subtle Aqua, real subtle.
Amon will look up and just go, Soren! And just let it echo up to him.
It does echo.
Soren slowly walks and looks over down the edge. Yeah.
You send
that
that
echo?
light down.
Yeah, down the tunnel. Freaking Count Dracula at the top here.
Dancing light.
The cow.
Oh no.
Dancing.
When I said
Can you send those lights down here, or are you just gonna keep flickering them from up there?
What makes you more frustrated? As he said that.
I like to imagine that echoing down the. What makes you so frustrated?
But no, what makes you more frustrated?
What makes you more frustrated? Ate it.
Guys are the worst.
make this mission a lot easier with a little light down here.
Soren sends one down.
Oh, you send one down.
I do.
I really thought there was one there.
No, you guys were in pitch darkness.
Oh.
When it gets down, Amon will kind of like squint at it a little bit.
That is a good point, actually. 1 second.
Or can it even get down to
I
us?
don't know if it can.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
There's it can go 120 feet, but I'll send the whole like thing down.
So the furthest one away can be, or the closest one away could be 120, and then each 20 feet after that. So the furthest could go is about 180 feet. So you have the light around you, but the furthest one below you is not that far below you. You are already about 150
This is
feet
as far as I can go.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Commit to the bit.
Amon will kind of like look at the light around him and like to himself out loud will just kind of go, I wonder why they don't blink when they're close up.
What do you mean?
They were flashing before when they were up top. They're not flashing now.
Maybe it's bad spell reception?
I hate you.
Throw
Show's canceled. Cut the rope. Cut the rope. Get out of here. Aqua, roll a d20 for me. Yep, roll a d20. You don't know what you're rolling.
You're making her sad.
Your actions have
You
consequences.
got an 8, Kate.
Yeah.
Big 8 psychic damage.
Amon, with your passive insights of 11, Aqua's a really bad liar.
Amon will kind of stay attached to the wall and like pause for a moment, and then we'll just like the next word he says is just like dripping with like bullshit and like I caught your bullshit
Big
energy.
bullshit energy.
Yeah, and he just goes sure, and then we'll move like 2 feet down, tap the wall, and say root here.
Okay.
Okay. For
And
the
then we'll
sake
continue
of
down.
brevity, you guys continue down well below the furthest dancing light that Soren is able to catch.
I'm gonna we'll try to group them together so it maybe like shines more down for them. So it's like
You're doing your
You get
best. It
spotlight.
helps. They're not in pitch darkness anymore. But
do you want me to change the lights like kind of ambiance for you?
flickering yellow like a campfire.
Could you
make it
turn them? Could you turn
Turn
them
the brightness up
red?
I have a torch. Would that help?
Light the
You're
rope on
currently
fire.
holding both currently holding yourself onto me with both hands, having one hand come out every once in a while to put a rope down, and you're trying to use the other hand to hold a torch.
Yep.
I can also use my mouth if that will help.
That's gonna have a torch right.
Wait,
in the
hold on.
face,
Are you
Aqua.
gonna do a TikTok cam where you put the the torch in your mouth and look straight up?
I appreciate the offer, Aqua, but even in darkness, I can see pretty fine.
Oh, you can too? Oh, same here.
And Amon will continue down. As the human goes, as the human climbs.
You guys reach the end of the rope.
Reach
Surrounded.
into my satchel there and grab the smallest sack. It's my copper bag. Pull out a piece of copper and drop it. See how far we are.
Actually pulls like gold.
I thought. How'd you know I was gonna do that?
Please. Can you roll that?
Could. Wait, aren't we at the bottom? Or
You're at the end of the rope.
Rope.
We're at the end of the rope.
Oh.
I'm trying to see how far away the rope is from the ground.
Where'd you say your bag was?
It's on my side, right below your thigh. Left
Amon shakes his hip, and you hear a
Interesting.
little tink, tink, a couple of coins.
Okay.
I know
I just-
everything that's in that bag, Missy.
Okay. Okay. I reach in. I don't know what I'm grabbing. I just grab whatever.
Okay.
Of the
grab
coin
a-
bag. Of the
Of the
coin
coin
bag.
bag.
Of the coin bag.
You grab a handful?
It's the smallest sack. They're all kind of like laid next to each other. Amon organizes his
How
sacks.
many
of coin.
coins do you grab?
I don't know. I just stick my hand in.
Amon asked you to grab just one.
Okay.
I will try to grab one, but I make no promises.
Okay. You pull
Roger
out
blind.
a coin or two. It's thick. You can't really tell. You cannot see, even if you have dark vision. Like, there's no color. You can't tell what type of coin this is. And you drop it.
I have a different
Ting, 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 ting.
King of the Allentown Kingdom on it.
I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
Um.
If you want to make an intelligence check to see how close. If not,
Yeah.
you're comfortable.
Yes, please.
Gravity's
Yes, please.
gravity's really fast, right?
You wanna
Also,
make an
I just rolled a
intelligence check
d4 to
too,
decide
Aqua?
what coin it was, and it was a piece of copper. So,
Yeah, let's
Damn it.
go.
Damn it.
Do you wanna make an intelligence check too, please, Aqua?
Oh, I'm not that bright.
I mean, it's better
DC
to
is
have some
12.
I got a 3.
Okay,
help. Oh, well, I got a 13 plus 3, so 16.
16. Couldn't be more than 30 feet.
I will yell up and just go, "You're good to climb down, down, down." End of the rope is just a
Damn
drop
it.
of 30 feet. Feet.
Start of the feet.
Okay. Do you two drop?
Right.
Amon will look to Aqua and just go, "Do you want to drop or should I?"
You guys are tied to each other.
Yeah, I'll tell her to untie it and grab onto the rope if she doesn't want to drop right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's free fall.
Amon will nod
That was the last word.
and take his hat off, and
Last thing you ever heard.
holding the rope with one hand, his hat with the other, will just let go.
Okay.
And
Need you
drop.
both to make dexterity saving throws. Aqua
No.
Aqua has disadvantage because you are tied to Amon, so you are mostly under whatever he does.
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm on hot tonight.
What'd you say? Dexterity save?
Yeah.
Okay.
on.
What is
Oh,
that,
fucking
66?
What'd you get total, Amon?
3d6. 18.
3d6?
18?
I thought it was 2d6 for every 10 feet.
No, just 1d6, thankfully.
There we go.
Damn.
Very scared.
16.
16, which is great because your DC is lowered based on Amon's result. So you guys both land on your feet, taking half of this damage.
Let's go.
That is actually a really good roll.
Oh no.
13 half to 6. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, I rolled really
Damn.
well. You fall about you fall about 30
up.
feet. But you are on the bottom of the mine shaft. We're gonna pause there and go to our group at the top.
My
You
ankles hurt.
have received the okay to start making your way down the tunnel using
Make it,
the
boys.
pitons to get down to the bottom.
I just imagine we heard. Okay, I think I'm going to drop. No.
I see bone.
I also would like to picture that Aqua like did hurt her ankles, but she still wanted to make the dramatic effect. So she grabbed a twig and just went.
Just pulled a twig out of your druid craft and snapped it for comedic effect. Aqua is the bad guy.
I would
you
go
okay?
I would go up to Kuno because he probably can't hear it in the tunnel.
I think so.
And I would say, see, is there ready for us to climb down? You ready?
Last one there's a rotten egg.
How far is it?
It's 300. It's long. We know it's longer than a rope. I don't know. It was longer than the rope, but
At
Amon
least
said it was
300
30
feet.
feet based off the rope, so it's like 330 feet ish.
it was 330 feet.
Yeah, it's only 33d6 if you swan dive.
on!
If you roll all ones, it's only 33 damage.
Exactly. This guy gets it.
None of us have more health than that, though.
That it would still TPK most of you, actually. Yeah, not all of you, but some of you.
Yeah.
It'd be a great way to go. Tom Petty in the background. We've been there before.
We've been there before.
Yeah. He'd also
Right before Daria joined, yeah.
But his eyes are like on
good.
like he's like not looking at Kuno while he's talking, but he's looking at the goblin, making sure it's not doing anything to Niall. Because if it does anything, I'm gonna kill it.
I just fucking murder that son of a bitch. Please.
I still might, honestly, before we can calm down.
We have our way.
Boss is standing away from the hole at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, we ready to climb down?
Depends on who wants to go first. I don't know how to climb down with baggage on me.
I'll get it.
All right.
This poor goblin, man.
Just shove him down the hole, Soren. I'm begging you, shove him down
You
the
just
hole.
you gotta understand that the best, most lavish lifestyle with a goblin is still shit. So it's like this poor guy.
I'm going to walk over to Niall.
Take the goblin. No.
And grab the goblin.
Okay. Who's going down next? Soren, are you going down right away with the goblin, or are you waiting for
No.
Kuno?
I'll go.
I'm waiting
All
for
right.
Niall. I'm waiting for Niall to go, and then I'm waiting for Kuno.
All right.
I'm gonna go.
Niall,
go-
give me a dexterity or strength check.
Dexterity, you bet. Ooh,
Not a nat one. We out here
not a nat
thriving.
one.
No, you want your medicals back.
22. You guy, Soren, you're next. You said, or at least near the elevator shaft. Anyways, you see
I'm like-
Niall go down, out of sight.
Soren will nod. Mas, I'm waiting on Kuno.
Takes about
I'll
10
go
minutes to reach the
behind
bottom,
you.
doing it safely.
You go behind us. Okay. And then Soren just pushes the goblin in the hole.
Let's go.
Like pushes it in the hole,
Yeah, just
like free falls.
Yep.
Do I
Poor-
just look and see this goblin?
You absolutely do.
Past him.
What the fuck?
Moss just kind of looks over.
Aqua and Amon, you have 6 seconds. Where are you standing?
Amon has moved away from the rope because he does not want to get dropped on.
Okay.
So he's like backed up.
The
like-
room
I'm to
mirrors
left.
the room.
I picture
Probably
that
would've
me and
followed.
I were like to the left of the rope, to where like
Yeah.
that's how I
Oh,
picture it.
actually, when we
Regardless,
got to the bottom,
the base of the mine shaft of the elevator shaft mirrors the room that you guys were previously in. It opens up into a lobby.
okay.
Ooh.
So in
as
the
we got-
6 seconds, we'll say it's about 12 to 18 seconds before Soren fucking.
yeah.
Where do you guys move in those first 3 rounds?
Amon has like, as soon as they like got their bearings down at the bottom, Amon like reached into his satchel and pulled out a torch and like lit it with a firebolt and has like walked like 20-30 feet ahead to like
Okay.
survey the room.
Aqua, are you staying with Amon, or are you waiting at the base for everybody else?
1, adjusting my shirt. 2,
Why seeing more that flashing when we got to the bottom? Was it like more prominent? Did Aqua's shirt come up at all from the fall?
With her role, no.
excuse me.
Okay. Listen, not that way. Not that way.
We're gonna go through like a whole campaign of like Aqua just getting buff, and by the end, like your shirt just rips down your back because you're so swollen. Finally revealing whatever is going on.
She's been working out with Kuno.
100%, yeah. But no, Aqua, where would you have moved?
Sorry, I think I would have stayed, like, stepped away from the rope, but I also would have not gone too far because I'm just patiently waiting for Niall.
Okay. Niall, you hear a screaming figure dropping above and about to be beside you. What do?
I look up.
You look up. You don't see much. The dancing lights are either below you still. Yeah, so you don't see anything. You just hear
What the hell was that?
It goes by you. Ubnak is gonna make a dexterity saving throw. Oh,
Did you drop the
Advantage 'cause he's
fucking goblin?
manacled, right?
natural 20?
Jesus Christ. Grab the
Minus
Look at
2.
plot armor.
Actually, in my head before I decided to make this roll, I did say it would be at disadvantage because of the panic. So I'm gonna roll that again.
He's manacled.
He's manacled.
Yeah, and he's
So a
manacled.
natural 20 with disadvantage.
Natural 1.
Cock again, my poor dice tray. Not quite a natural 1, but not a whole lot better. Okay, Aqua, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no.
I'm not like under. Okay.
It's a 10 by 10 tunnel.
Well, I
And
was kind
this
of picturing-
goblin is cartwheeling down. You don't know where it's about to land.
Like,
You have advantage. You
Wait,
have
never mind, I take it
advantage because you can hear it coming. As it falls for... It only takes about 12 seconds to fall 330 feet. So that's still 12 seconds is a lot of screaming. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
As Moss kind of looks over, he just kind of looks over at Soren. At least you respect my intelligence and not pretend like you're fooling me somehow when you do things
I
like
had a really good session name for tonight, but it is now gonna be Ass Over Tea Kettle. That is just, it has to be the name.
Soren was like, I sort of just like walking past and just doing what I did to the other ones.
What'd you get with advantage, Aqua?
You said Dex save, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
But think of it this way: the bone fragments act like shrapnel at that distance.
I got a 19.
19!
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are able to sprint
grenade.
towards Amon as Ubnak becomes a new...
Pancaked.
It's like a fresh painted mural
Oh.
at the bottom of this elevator shaft. Which, by the way, the ground is not smooth. It is a collapsed elevator down here. It's a cracked and broken platform. However, he is falling at terminal velocity, so instead of getting stabbed on something, he simply scatters.
Evaporates.
Is that Wilkes?
Isabel, say what?
Oh,
Amon
I
will
think he
like.
fell.
Amon will like turn
What the
and be like,
fuck did
and
you
be like,
do?
What who do you think that was?
He fell.
My bet's on Kuno.
My bet's on Moss.
Oh, maybe. I haven't seen him climb.
Then climb down faster.
Okay.
Oh no, you want your manacles back?
Does that count?
Oh, can I go get the manacles?
Let's resolve the climbing first.
Okay.
Who's next?
I am gonna go to Kuno and
Elephant toothpaste. Jesus Christ. That's awful. Oh my god.
Maybe like, you ready to go down? Do you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
You go first.
Alright.
I'll follow.
Alright. I'm going
Kuno
to
hasn't looked up at you since.
I'm going to climb down. Start climbing down, but I'm gonna give Kuno guidance, and not myself.
Okay.
So he's
Make
gotta
a
make it.
dexterity or strength check, Soren.
All right, let me look, because both are not the best.
You know what? I guess I should check. Ubnak has some health. Let's see.
Yeah, 33 D6.
Yeah.
Imagine he survived it though.
Nope.
No.
No way.
No.
For
He is
the folks
quite
at
dead.
home, that was 120 damage.
All right,
He is no
I'm
more.
doing.
He's 5 times above his max HP.
Oh, that was God.
Ubnak got oob smacked.
He did get
Sorry.
oob smacked.
I
Oops.
got a 10.
Oh no.
You slip a couple times, but
And then I die.
and then you die.
Then you took off
No
2
roll
current
required. You have been smited by Katara herself for your sins. No,
Ah,
you
Love
make it to the bottom. It takes you quite a long time though. You slip enough times that it starts to unnerve even you, but you make it to the bottom.
Goblin
take damage 'cause
Odin
we're still falling?
strikes you down.
No, you don't fall. You guys are able to
Okay.
climb down. The goblin got yeeted off the edge.
No,
Okay.
the
But, like, the
last
30 feet drop.
feet. The last 30 feet.
Oh, yes, we will do that. Yes, go ahead and make
Okay.
dex saves, both of you.
Sorry to be that student, guys, but
Actually,
you know,
no,
don't
hold
worry.
off for now. I'll just do one more when you guys are all down, and we'll just keep it
Okay.
simple like that. So
Okay.
Moss or Kuno, who's next?
Kuno has not left his chamber.
Kuno.
I think I wouldn't have left, like gone down until I saw Kuno was moving. So I think I would go up to him and grab his hand and try to pull him a little bit, like kind of like nudge him more, like not like. Yeah,
You're not pulling him in.
No. He usually
Kuno,
wins those battles.
you
Yeah.
know you are being irrational. You have to be there for your brother. But you can't. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I do have no guidance doesn't apply to that. That's 11 total.
11 total. You did not get a flash of the memory that would have caused the DC to be higher than 10. You succeed. You bite your lip enough to draw blood, almost pulling strength from yourself, from your own pain. And you begin your descent.
Strength check.
Strength or dexterity with guidance.
I give guidance,
Thank you, brother.
and then I'll roll my 10.
That is a strength check with a total. It's just flat strength check, not athletics, right?
Yep.
That's a total of 25.
Yeah, no problem.
And he's
All right.
strong.
You both
Very
descend just out of sight, not too far ahead. Moss, you are up next.
Strength, you say?
Strength or dexterity?
Strength or dexterity? Well, you know, I have -2 strength, so
Dex it is.
dex it is with a 17.
17.
Ooh, thank goodness.
Over the span of an hour, the 7 of you, in various ways, reach the bottom of the elevator shaft. The 4 of you who have yet to make the roll, please give me a dexterity saving throw. And to answer the latest question in chat, yes, you can resurrect, but not at level 2.
We also way too broke to pay someone
Yeah, Ubnocht is no more.
until we bring him back as a zombie.
Improvement.
Necromancy?
Let me just
Necromancy?
real quick.
This form can't bite the map.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
His teeth are all over the
Wait.
place.
What do we
we
got
doing
for dex
dex
saves?
Hmm.
Actually, just if you got below a, what did I make? A 12, you'll take full damage. If you got above
Okay, well,
or
I-
at a 12, you're good.
That's me.
Basically same roll. That's 10 falling
That's not what I
damage,
got.
or 5 if you got above or at a 12.
Well,
What,
you got. Wait. How much is full?
10 or 5.
Okay, well I take 10 damage.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I also
I also
take
took
Yeah.
10 damage.
Yes, Aqua.
I took 10 damage.
I think we all fucked it up. I think we all slipped on the blood.
We land and we slip in the goblin blood. Like,
No, dude.
You I like this better.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I like this better. Whatever you were gonna say, Aqua.
I was gonna ask, like, I know it's splattered, but how many body limbs are there? Like, is there
Make
any
an
body limbs at
investigation
all?
check. You're looking for the manacles, but you're also curious as to what you're about to find here.
As all of us like fall one by one.
I was more gonna do something really dark.
Well, we'll get there. Make an investigation check. No one's come down yet. Like I said, it takes about an hour, so you've got lots of time.
It is. It's a 7.
The biggest single piece of matter you find from whatever remains of Ubnacht is a finger. You can't really tell if it's an index or a pinky finger, and it's covered in something like pink and gray brain matter.
Oh, I was like pink and gray. What do you? I was
But
like,
that's the single biggest piece you find. Everything else has been fully liquefied.
I'll keep it, and then
Okay. You can add Ubnacht's left ring finger to your inventory.
ring finger. Okay.
That's disgusting.
I'll put a ring on it later. Now, also, sorry, with that also investigation, I don't see the manacles or anywhere. Or...
You find the manacles. It takes you a
Okay,
little
I have
bit.
the.
They are destroyed.
Oh.
You gathered
I'm
he
sorry.
landed head first with his hands above his head to break the fall. And so his entire mass and the force of gravity came down on those manacles pretty hard.
Damn.
Aw.
They're just flat now.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
True resurrection.
Rebuild him.
True,
We can
yeah.
rebuild
Someone
him.
raise dead really
Okay.
quick. Come on. Oh god.
I'll
Someone level up. Come on.
as I'm looking around and I wait, is anyone paying attention at all, or is he still kind of exploring?
Amon's like
repose.
Amon's like looking now at the spectacle that happened.
Okay.
It's like you find any identifying features on him?
I turn around and go like,
Oh no, dude! Why?
Well, I guess it wasn't Kuno. There's my bet.
how do you know Kuno? You never know. He
His
seems kind
his fingers too small.
Oh, you thought? No, this is Ubnacht. I thought you were saying we were making bets on. Wait, did you think Kuno fell? I thought you were saying Kuno pushed.
Oh no, yeah, no. I thought Kuno fell.
No!
I was making bets on who fell.
Oh no! I was making bets of who pushed. Oh,
Well,
I still stand for Moss, but like, not Kuno.
Moss wouldn't have pushed. Moss wouldn't have pushed.
You don't know that.
I don't. I know Moss. Moss wouldn't have pushed.
Oh. Well, then who do you
Amon
think it
and
was?
Aqua, while you're arguing, please give me some perception checks to take in your surroundings a little bit clearer.
Okay.
As the rest of you are about halfway down at this point.
Perception. That's not good. That is not good at
16.
all.
I got a 16.
With a 16, coming from behind you in the tunnels that stretch out for miles, you hear the padding of feet.
Oh, damn it. Oh, well.
Shit. Oh, I don't hear it actually. I rolled
Yeah,
a-
no, you don't hear
I rolled a
anything.
natural one with a +1, so I'm just
Wait,
like,
which direction?
Amon is it just naturally says shit.
Just into the tunnels. It's echoing too much to have a direct source.
I poke Amon with a finger.
what?
First off, this is Ubnacht's figure. Second, I'm hearing pitter patters of feet.
Oh, shit. And Amon will just kind of like grab his like the bottom of his trench coat and wrap it around the torch to snuff it real quick, and then kind of like shove Aqua like towards a wall, and like kind of like pull her down to like crouch, and we'll try to like get low and just put a finger to his mouth and just go, shh, hush, hush, quiet.
Give me some stealth checks.
We'll try to stealth.
Remember, you guys can be as quiet as you want, but for 12 seconds straight, there was a sound of a screaming creature falling and filling the space below you.
It has a natural 1.
True. Damn.
Oh no.
13 total stealth check.
All right.
At least we're similar.
You guys both sit in assumed silence while the rest of your party descends. And
then there's just a fucking a quadruple choir that goes shit.
We are going to go for a very, very, very brief break just to get some water and whatnot. We will be back in less than 5 minutes. We'll call it 3 minutes to continue with the full group. We're going to track forward to the 6 of you getting to the bottom of this mine shaft. So thanks for tuning in so far, and we will be right back, everybody. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
We're missing someone.
Yeah, we are. Mac left. He was so distraught with what he did to the goblin that he's actually resigned from the campaign.
Yeah,
so we'll have a new person in next week. Already had a sub lined up just in case this happened early. So stay tuned for that. But in the
We
Sorry.
mentioned Willem Dafoe.
Crazily enough, Willem Dafoe and Zendaya are gonna swap week to week for the next year. It's
if I had a
wild.
fucking Willem Dafoe mask, I would just have put it on right there. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been so
Or if I had my horse
Oh,
mask
that's
still.
so good.
I am Moose.
Okay, coming back in here, guys. That was ridiculous. We are at the bottom of the cave. Aqua has passed on the information that she heard the soft padding of feet in the distance, sourceless as the nature of these strip mines echo quite badly. With your perception check, though, Aqua, I will give you a little bit more information about the room you see yourself in.
Hey.
It is the exact same size, about 40 feet across and about 40 feet deep from the bottom of the mine shaft. And then after that, and on the sides, all the way around, every 10 or so feet are these cuts of stone that lead into the mines. The big difference between here and up above is the ground is not flat. You are on a ever increasing downward plane of tilting and shallow valleys of rock where it seems no matter their effort they weren't able to flatten the surface out safely, or they didn't care to. The other small detail you notice is where up above you had collected a healthy assortment of small, rough gems that you could spit shine and maybe sell. There are massive crystalline structures down here. Sapphires, diamonds, emeralds.
Shut the fuck up.
The size of a cart.
My inner rogue.
It's a lot. It is built into the stone, and you can see where they've chipped away at it, but for whatever reason, there is still quite a bit left, even in this first chamber.
Ah, son of a bitch.
But first, you let your party know about the sound you heard.
Wait, aren't we hiding and they're still coming down?
They've reached the bottom at this point.
Oh.
We all fell.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And broke stealth because they all went oh Jesus, as they all failed their dex saves and shattered their
8
ankles.
hit points.
Yeah, everyone is actually in very rough shape right now.
I landed on my knife.
Look at the blood on the map.
I
Oh
thought
no.
you said it was just a small fall.
We slipped on.
Wow, that fall
Is
really
that-
softened you guys up. Holy crap.
Oh,
Yikes.
well,
I'm gonna-
I don't know what to do. Our health is gone, so hang on. What do we do?
We keep
Here
going.
to fight.
What's happening?
Someone's coming. Probably good.
I heard sounds. I don't know from where.
Okay, fuck, let's go.
Niall, you don't look too good. Do you need a
I'm
hand?
fine.
Okay, don't be stubborn. Do you need a hand?
Fuck you, I'm fine.
Yes.
You need a hand? Okay.
Yes.
you
Healing
okay?
word for Niall. Can I do it? Oh, roll. Yeah. Healing for what is it? Normal. It's just 1d, right?
1d4.
Yeah, 1d4. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
That's
5
It's a
total.
5.
Hey, that's
Thank
good.
you.
You're above half health. I would like everybody to remake their stealth checks. And let me actually grab this for a roll. Don't roll yet to make sure this populates properly. You guys could all give me a stealth check, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
So I got a natural 1 for
You
anyone who
sure
doesn't know.
Did.
I got a nat too.
You
Hey.
sure did.
What? That's not
Natural 20, let's go.
Okay,
Natural 20.
so the average
Okay.
is
wait. No, I got a 5. I put in a 3 and it changed it to a 21.
oh boy,
I have
Oh.
a 5 total.
5 total. Okay, so with that, it's still 3 successes and 3 failures, and the nat 1 and the nat 20 cancel each other out. So you believe you're hidden as you were all like hissing under your breath and like wincing in pain. You guys all listen for a second and you don't hear any footsteps anymore.
Well, that's not good.
Fuck, well, you said so. You said there was footsteps.
Yeah, I heard.
They might have heard us.
It's quite
Yeah, we
like
fucking
it.
fell 30 feet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just.
Oh my god, we got raided.
Hey,
Oh,
hell yeah.
Hey.
Welcome everybody.
hi.
Thank
Hey,
you,
welcome,
20 signs to
everyone.
every story. Great channel
I
name, by the way.
love that name.
It's
Wow,
great.
that is
Hey,
a
yo,
great
that's dope.
channel name,
That's
actually,
awesome.
yeah. I think I've heard of that before.
All right.
I'm looking
What are you
it up.
guys up to?
Oh my god.
Right, is there any, like, stuff we can hide behind?
Or are we just like on the wall?
You guys are like still in the like mouth of the bottom of this elevator shaft. There's not a whole lot around to hide behind.
Especially nothing for me, I'm assuming.
No, definitely not.
Question.
Right.
Question for Moss.
Right, yeah?
What's how does your coat go? Like cloak, coat, whatever?
What do you mean?
I'd like to hide underneath it.
Alright, just stand behind me.
And I'll lift it up and just
You can still see her standing in between her legs, in between mine. And it's also a little bit covered in blood at the moment.
Oh, that's okay.
So are we.
Yeah.
I am too. Shh, it's fine. But I don't know where the pitter patters came from.
You're going to patch me up if I take any blows for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know what direction it came from. I don't know what it was.
Amon, do you want to try shouting a threat in Goblin or something, since they already know where we are?
You see Amon, like, mulls the idea over in his head and is like, I don't really know if that's the best option.
What are we gonna try to say here?
Well, it seems the only thing they respond or understand to is a show of force, so...
Amon will move. He's kind of learned his lesson of going ahead of the group, and will kind of like move to the side of like Niall, and we'll just kind of like shout out in Goblin, just go, "We dealt with your farm raid. We'll deal with you too.
Oh.
Come out and face us."
Make an intimidation check, please.
I'm gonna use the other dice set that I have not used tonight, because all my other dice are rolling way too well. Oh my god, I'm just rolling fucking hot tonight. Holy shit.
The opposite of me.
Oh, like, dude, it's fucking crazy.
What?
Just coldly stealing everybody's
okay.
line.
24 total.
24 total. You don't get a response back. But you said it with enough force that it echoes throughout the chamber. Looking at the map, or rather what's left of it, Niall. Or who has it? Someone else has it now.
I have it.
Soren has it, yeah. Because he ripped it out of...
I didn't rip it out.
You mended it, so you still have it.
I have it in my hand, and I put it, when I climbed down, I put it in my bag.
Make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
The map is pretty fucked up.
Even if it was in my bag?
Well, no, just from the damage in general. Like, it's much harder to read now.
Well,
only if you had the Kevin
so far so good. So far so good. I just gotta. Okay, 17.
17.
Damn.
Based.
You know what? I'm gonna guidance myself because I'm tired of these fucking. 18.
18, motherfucker. Woo!
Woo!
Okay. With the conversation that you witnessed and were somewhat a part of with Niall about the points of reference that he needed to determine the scale, which is still not to scale, and it kind of is frustrating. You probably have... Well, with an investigation check, there is no point on the map labeled, this is where this crazy tree is, but there is the edge of the map that is not filled out. And you're smart enough to kind of garner that might be where you need to go. You gather it's at least a 6-hour hike back the way you came at this bottom level.
Back the way we came?
Well, because you from entering the mine, right, you guys traveled all the way this way and then went down, and then you got to travel quite a bit of the way back. Not directly straight,
so
like you're not going up, but you're going in the same cardinal direction from whence you came.
Okay. Okay. Soren will put the map in back, like he'll put it back in his bag, and oh wait, shit! I forgot. You guys should have rolled disadvantage with my stuff.
Yeah, you were coughing.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. It's all good. I don't think it would have changed too
darn
much.
Fey plague.
The darn Fey play, always gonna get you.
But God. But But Soren will relay mission because I cannot talk right now.
Okay. You no longer hear the sounds. You guys wait for 5 or so minutes after Amon's outburst. It's quiet.
Do you think we should take a rest?
I mean, it's sad why I consume
I would
spell
appreciate
slots.
it.
We might need to, yeah.
Can I?
We've been traveling for 6 hours now.
Oh,
Perhaps a rest is in order.
we can just chill here for an hour and then no longer wait.
We can take shifts, and they have a tent if people want to make a change of clothes.
I mean, we're not sleep. Are we sleep? We're not sleeping. We're just taking a rest.
No,
Short
but look
rest.
at Aqua. She's covered in blood.
I don't know if that.
Most of it is not hers.
It's not hers. It's not her blood.
That's from Movnak.
I'm fully aware.
Oh, you're trying to say she needs to clean up?
Well, I just mean that.
I just
Aqua, do you
pressed
want to be covered
digitate
in blood?
Aqua.
Oh, it's okay. I have a spell that can take care of this.
Speaking of Ubnak, how?
Could you do that for
are
me
the-
too?
are
I don't like being
manacles okay?
covered in blood.
I'll just press to digitate the both of them.
Thank you.
Easily enough done.
I was just gonna do shape water and just like kind of clean it all off.
Soak yourself in water.
You ever have a stand-up bath, weirdo?
Just a standing bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, just straight up.
It's
I got,
not
like,
the
my
same as a
nice
shower.
water.
It is a standing bath.
and then just walk
Oh,
through the
no.
cave dripping
Yeah.
wet.
So I have
Lovely.
like my water skin, and I just like pop it open and be like Katara from my Avatar, and I just pull it out and shape a little water cloud above me. I'm just like, see, blood gone, all good, it's fine.
You can't drink
Thank
from
you,
that anymore,
Kuno.
you know that, right?
It was very nice. Hmm?
Yeah, you know you just contaminated your only water, and I'm not sharing.
Well, that's fine. It has iron in it, right?
But that's not healthy.
Oh my god.
You only
has
need
iron.
I pressed to digitate the water out of their bottle onto the floor.
You do your best. Okay, you guys are taking a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest?
Short
Sure.
rest.
Okay.
Shorty, shorty, short.
Anyone taking watch?
Kuno.
I will.
I mean, Moss.
are we all technically?
Okay, we can't all take the watch. I
Well,
heard Kuno
I
first.
don't- I
So
would
Kuno and Moss
assume
will say, because
so.
Moss does not need a short rest.
I mean, I'm still taking one, but yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I don't sleep.
We'll say Kuno and Moss to give them a chance to interact here.
Sleep during a short rest.
Okay.
I know, but
I will get the two of you to give me perception checks, please.
not great. What'd you get, Kuno?
Oh, baby. Nat 20.
Oh,
really?
I got a
that's funny.
12.
Yeah, that's funny.
So
Nice.
I was trying to reveal it on Foundry first, but you guys asked me.
For a total of 21.
Can't see your rolls.
Big
Yeah, you're
perception
still
bonus.
only rolling to me, by the way, Nick.
Alright.
I can see
Every
it. I
time.
can see it
I
too,
revealed
just
it,
now.
but he's only rolling to me. Yeah.
but
With
yeah,
that,
12.
21 and a 12, not bad.
I'm
You
gonna
two
use...
go to the far side away from the elevator shaft to get a better ability to perceive from the tunnels. You don't hear anything. You have a moment to yourselves while the rest of the group lay low and just kind of breathe out the trauma of being in this tight enclosed area and the climb.
How tall is this
the-
tunnel?
Well, the room you're in is 15 feet. But the
Okay,
tunnels you're
cool.
leading into vary
Oh, no.
greatly because they're not flat surfaces. They continue to ebb and flow like you're walking down a mountain, but you're inside of it.
All right.
If there's anything you two want to do, or the rest of the group, in this moment you have catching your breaths.
Soren will fix his. Will probably take time to like, because when he fell, he probably ruined some of his bandages on his arms. He'd probably take time to fix them.
Kuno's gonna light a lamp. He's gonna take out his lantern and kind of just put it down between him and Moss.
Okay.
Just kind of light up the area.
Oh yeah, my lights are still going. I guess.
Yeah, you could have
So
resummoned
you think
them, no
they're
problem.
If you want
all
your
just
illustrator later, you can keep
watching in the dark?
Say again. Sorry.
You think they're all just sitting there watching in the dark?
They seem to have let their guard down. I think they would take the opportunity if they were given it. So they're probably just passing the information down.
Probably.
How many do you think there are left of the miners?
If I'm being completely honest, I don't have much hope that any of them are left. Especially not after whatever his name was decided to be less than helpful.
Leon?
No, Ubnagt.
Oh, are you? Yeah. So he was pushed?
Your brother pushed him.
I'd say it seems you'd be surprised, but it seems out of character.
I mean,
I'd consider
I'm-
if he gave it mercy.
quite compared to what I had planned, certainly. But at least, the difference being I can at least appreciate he does it right in front of me. Mon always waits till I turn my back and then he's like, oh, haha, I've done it. I'm like, I knew you were going to do it as soon as I turned around. So.
He is quite the secretive one, he is.
Your brother or Soren? Or sorry, Soren or Amon?
Come on. Where is he from,
yeah.
by the way?
Well, I met him on a place called the Island, but besides that, don't really know.
Yes, I remember. Well, do you know anything about his magic? Where he gets it?
Have I seen Amon's kind of magic before in all of my time?
I think, unless it came out in that ship combat, and I mean, you've seen, even with the goblin fight, the nature of his magic being shadow-based.
Yeah, I watched him, suck the soul out of some...
Yeah.
One time.
You really did fuck that guy up.
And then, yeah, I've seen him do some pretty horrible things, and we've alluded to him doing even worse things in the background. So I feel like I might have seen the magic at least enough times to...
He doesn't hide it. He doesn't hide his magic. Not like the brothers. He is not open with it, but when he needs to use it, he'll use it.
Would I know anything about the origin, having studied magic at all?
You can give me a history check to pull from your vast knowledge of all things Fae.
Alright. I don't... okay, it's not as bad. It's only a 14, but...
14, I mean, the Fae is full of a huge variety of levels and sources of magic. You recall that the Unseelie Court has done business with your support with certain groups of individuals who pride themselves on being able to walk and hide through the shadows. You don't have a name. You have no reason to believe Amon is part of it other than the fact that the magic has a resemblance. But
I mean, he's not the first person I've seen that does the things.
you also,
Yeah.
your lineage, your siblings and
You're
family.
right.
You don't
Yeah.
really, you're like, I don't know if everyone's like I am. Who knows?
Exactly. Right, exactly. So Moss is just kind of thinks to himself for a moment, and there's like a very genuine, awkward moment of silence before he speaks up. I mean, I've seen similar magic, but I don't really know where it comes from. It's never been really a point of interest, I guess.
I see. Well, I guess that's that. Groot just kind of falls silent and kind of focuses on the cave ahead.
All right.
You alright, Soren? I'm gonna keep doing that. Soren, Kuno. You alright, Kuno?
Fine.
Just a little quiet.
I have to work. There's no time for games.
I mean, is conversation a game to you?
Not when we're on watch.
I think my eyes are working perfectly fine. I don't know about yours.
I'm just trying to listen.
Fair enough.
You all finish your short rest.
Hey.
You can roll some good old hit dice.
I can roll my 1 hit dice. Let's see what I get.
All right. I rolled a 6 plus 5, so 11.
I rolled
Nice.
do I re-roll ones?
Not on hit dice, no.
I regain. Do I add my Constitution
Yes.
modifier? Okay, I regain 3 hit points. Feeling great, you guys.
Ooh, Kuno.
13, baby. Oh, let's go, Amon. Welcome to the Max Club.
Welcome to the Max Club, baby. Oh.
All right.
How'd you do that now?
Get good.
Fuck.
11.
You guys are mostly healed up. Good job. Moss is mostly healed up, right?
Yeah.
Doing all right.
I can spend a second one.
No, I can't. I only have the one.
What?
So-
Level 2.
I used 2 before. I got 1 from the long rest.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then-
you only get 1 back on long rest, right?
You get half, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yup. I only had the 1.
So,
While we're sitting there, I'm gonna also do my harness divine power, like while I'm like adjusting the bandages, making sure like no skin is showing, and I'm gonna get a spell slot back too.
okay.
Cause, all right, well this is already fine.
So,
It's gonna mark that off.
what's the plan, everybody?
I don't know. You tell us.
No, you guys kind of know where you need to go. You know there's something out there.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
I will lead the ways this time.
You guys can arrange
Alright,
yourself
sounds
in marching order if you'd like. It's true. Poor Moss. It's just really light. Okay. So basically a very similar order, just with Soren pulling the front instead.
Soren will look at Kuno and just give him like a nod, like he knows what he has to do.
Okay. So Soren in the lead with Nile and Moss in tow. Kuno in the middle, and Amon and Aqua again pulling up the rears.
Literally just. Never mind.
Mon is like weirdly keeping an eye on Aqua.
Okay.
Not saying anything. Just
Soren, give me
anyone
a
who's
perception check, friend.
All right.
My hair, by the way.
Rend.
Come on, pal. What do you got?
Hell. Yeah, Nick, do it with me.
We have like similar length of hair.
Oh.
Like we do. same with me and
Oh,
Bear.
bear too.
5.
5. All right. You guys follow your fearless
1
Soren.
plus 5 or 1 plus 4.
Oh, a natural
Good
one.
nat
That is
one.
different than a 5, sir.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay. So, you guys
Oh,
begin.
we're in trouble.
I'm the king of nat ones, man. That's why I played a half.
You have a map.
Oh,
You know where
alrighty.
you're heading. It makes the DC lower, but a 1 and plus 4 is what it is. You guys begin your travel.
I have my lights.
And it's like 4 p.m. give or take when you guys start. So to make this full journey, it's going to be a long day of travel, even though you haven't gone that far. So
I'm switching.
you head off. Amon, what are you keeping an eye out for?
That blue glow.
You motherfucker.
Make a
Alright.
perception check.
I do also have my lights are also.
He's looking for a like pulsating blue glow.
Okay.
Damn, you little peeper.
Old
Stop
man
trying to
peeper.
look under Aqua's shirt, Amon.
Your constant harassment of the female gender makes me sick.
Perception check, you said?
Yes, a perception check. Jesus, you guys.
Uh,
15 total? Yeah, 15 total.
You only see Soren's light for the next 3 hours or so of journey.
Oh.
You had a full short rest. You took your time making sure you were covered up. Okay.
No.
About 3 hours into the journey, Niall, with your very good passive perception of 12, you hear the padding of feet again.
Soren.
What?
Soren will like turn like over his.
I
shoulder,
would like to
turn-
imagine that rather than being clueless, Soren is likely deep in thought and doesn't
Yeah.
realize that he's gotten distracted.
Yeah, Soren is like he was focused, but then his mind started to wander, to like kind of like thinking of like every little thing he's done. God, it's weird that the music just stopped. Oh, but like more so like kind of feeling like a pang of regret for like doing what he did to Kuno, because he's never done that before, and it's like kind of like gnawing at him a little bit, so he's thinking about that, and then that like branches off into a bunch of other thoughts.
Yeah, I think over these 3 hours, sorry now, before we get to you being like, do you not hear that? Over these 3 hours, I think you do a lot of introspection and self-insight yourself on where that came from. And you don't have an answer. You don't know where that idea to torment your only friend, your brother, even accidentally, you didn't mean to make him squeamish, but not in that moment, not identifying that the sound of his father's voice and that would trigger him as it did. You are thoroughly distracted trying to figure out where that came from when Niall grabs like the back of your bandages on your elbows because you're not hearing her or him. Niall! Soren! I mean, god damn it.
Or
No,
like,
wait, fuck, that's me.
Fuck! And then roll initiative.
What are we whispering about?
Soren, I hear it again.
it's a bad thing.
Yes.
Where?
I try and locate exactly where it's coming from.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an active perception check now that you are still hearing it. You're still hearing little...
here, let me do something real quick, and then I'm gonna like.
Can I try
Like
to help?
I'm gonna
this
cast
as
guidance,
well?
but with like they're touching my arm, I'm gonna just cast guidance, and then their touches like they have guidance.
You
I'm
feel
right behind
as
Niall, right?
yes, you can make a perception check as well. Niall, you feel as Soren grabs your hand, this cold energy kind of trickle, not up your skin, but through the blood in your veins. And it's weird, but you feel a little bit more focused as you listen for the sound. So what did you get? Plus guidance? Ooh, plus a D4?
Plus a D4. Where's my D4? There's my D4. Well, it's a 1, so it's a 21.
21 is nothing to cry over. Moss Hub, what about you?
It was a 22 with
Both
a
very good rolls.
23 with a +6.
With those 2 good rolls, Moss, you're a little bit higher, so the sound is a little bit more focused.
My big ear.
Your big sonar dish ears are able to fine tune. You hear 2 sets of footprints to the left down the closest tunnel. Niall, you clock a set directly ahead.
Dad.
And I'll tap Niall on the shoulder and point in the direction I heard more.
All right, 2 sides then.
That's
Ahead and over there.
over which way do you point? Sorry.
Directly ahead of you, Soren, and the tunnel closest to you behind to the left. So about 5 feet back.
So
Here.
like yeah.
So
just
like you got like one up
like
here.
7 o'clock and 12 o'clock.
Yeah, and like one here.
Okay.
If the tunnels are like this. Since we don't have a map. So like that. And you guys are gonna
So we have
come
3 tunnels going.
For all you audio listeners, we have sound coming from dead straight in front of us and sound coming from the left of Niall.
So
Yes,
near the front part of the group. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So
And to the left of us.
do you want to go to the tunnel to the left and check that out while I keep
I
moving
can.
forward? Just don't go too far because
I won't. Pull out gun.
Okay.
I'll follow behind Niall.
All right,
I'm
don't
just
go.
gonna
You
nod at you like
two
you
head forward. Soren, you're going. Oops.
I'm
you-
going forward.
Okay.
Saras,
He's going forward. We're going down.
Saras,
Gotcha.
you keep.
Move you guys where you would like to go. I'm pulling up a map for other people to look, even if it's not not my greatest work, but
This is the best map I've ever seen in my life.
it's up there. I mean, the rest of the map is gorgeous, but this tunnel.
Was Moss going with the Nile?
I'll leave it up to you guys.
Amon is backing Niall up.
Okay.
Kuno's gonna push past Soren and pull a shield off his back and kind of hold it up in front of him and give him a
Okay.
nod.
Aqua realizing that Niall's small, doesn't know where he is, so she's assuming he went straight.
Okay.
Very close to
Before I
us.
let you guys get much further, I need everybody to give me a stealth check, which I will
Everybody give a stealth check.
get
Alright,
you
I got
guys to
disadvantage
roll
over now.
there. Yeah, don't forget to apply advantage and disadvantage as you need to.
Oh my fucking
Alright.
god.
Oh,
Oh,
are you also hot tonight, Amon?
yes,
Yeah, you hot tonight.
dude. Oh, me and Niall are unseen.
Ooh.
That's
I'm
what's
joining the
funny.
club, baby.
Alright, well, wait.
Why is
okay,
it no? I didn't roll anything.
You have
I mean, I
type
did,
in
but
you have to type in your number
I
in
was
the
trying-
bar.
I was
Which
trying
bar?
to type it in, but okay, I only got a 9.
which
Yeah, why
bar?
does it keep doing 20
When you
to
click the
you?
dice button, it'll be like roll with normal disadvantage advantage. You hit whatever your
It
condition
didn't
is.
give me the
and then-
option. is the thing,
I'll-
like
I'll
it
show you what
normally
you-
Yeah,
you-
it says
yeah, I
you
think you'll
rolled
have
a
to enable
17 and
something.
an 18. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't
You'll have
know
to
why.
enable something because I remember we had to
I'll
enable
show you.
something.
I got.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Regardless,
Toggle
Oh, dude.
manual rolling all the way at the bottom of the left.
Okay.
should be glowing purple.
It's not. Click it.
Here's a visual if you need it.
Technical difficulties. We're all very
You
adept.
guys rolled pretty well so far.
Yeah, we're schmoving.
You're
That's fine
schmoving.
because I
You do have disadvantage.
had my character sheet over it the whole entire time.
Ah. Okay. I did not have this queued up, but that is okay.
Fucking literally, I just imagine Amon and Niall just exchange one glance
Hey, man.
and then just step into shadow.
It would have been 17, but I got a 5.
I just hit my head on the way
Okay.
following.
So, we will start with Niall and Amon, who both rolled nat 20s going down this side tunnel. Now, these creatures, whatever and wherever they are, have likely been tracking you for a bit. You guys are not the quietest group. They have been down here longer. But as you guys split off, Niall and Amon, in a moment before the creature ahead of you fires whatever they're holding, you see a sandy, brownish yellow goblinoid creature holding a crossbow aimed directly at your face. And I will give Niall and Amon a quick reaction before we roll into initiative here.
Shoot my gun.
Pew pew.
Can I throw a firebolt at his crossbow?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me some rolls. I will place our little friends here. You got
Well, there goes my good rolls.
that guy. You got that guy. And you got that guy. Okay.
Okay. Damn combat.
The
Actually,
rest
you're
of you
Go.
can get a head start on initiative.
Done.
Uh, 14 does hit,
Oh, okay.
as does
I
a
rolled
24.
24.
That definitely hits.
Dude, my fucking dice tonight. I need to set up a fucking dice cam for y'all. This is crazy even for me. Oh my god!
8 piercing damage to the first one. It is nearly dead already. Holy
Jesus.
crap.
And then a 10 on my damage.
10 on your damage. You watch as the crossbow in his hand explodes. He takes half that damage, killing him as well. The first goblin is destroyed. Now I'd like everybody to please roll initiative.
Oh my god.
And yeah, let's get some battle music going. We need something a little bit more intense.
Oh my
Well,
god,
let's go.
I'm so freaking hot tonight.
Yeah, you are, baby.
So hot tonight.
Let's go.
I don't know. Have you seen this
Oh
one?
my god! There's no fucking way!
16.
You guys are ridiculous.
This is the hottest session of Patria.
Dude, another natural
Oh my
20.
god.
Jesus!
Okay.
I need to set up a dice cam. Holy shit! Oh,
Good rolls,
God,
guys. Good
Soren!
rolls.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Kuno, what did you get?
19 total.
19 total.
Gotta give Soren a slap on the
All
ass as he
right.
goes for initiative.
God.
Up first is Soren. You don't
We're
see
the ones that
anything
move
yet,
first.
Soren. You simply hear the as a goblin explodes to your
go.
behind you to the left.
I'm gonna go.
Kuno has his lantern on his hip, by the way.
Okay, good to know. A little bit of
Timer on
source
the
of light. You got lots of time. Okay.
I think it gives 60 feet total. It's a good lantern.
All right, Soren.
It lasts 6 hours.
Good to know. Good.
Can I? Man, who knows? Pushed in front of me for a reason. But I'm gonna.
Kick
I'm
him
just
to
gonna
the
look-
ground and then attack.
I'm gonna go ahead of Kuno hearing the goblin up ahead, and since I rolled a 5, I'm gonna play this as me just sprinting past Kuno.
Cool.
Kuno does like some Lord of the Rings elves shit and then like drops to one knee so you can like vault over him.
Give me some elves shit real quick.
Yeah, some elf shit. Yeah, Soren, like Kuno, like
Roll for elf shit.
Yeah, roll for elf shit.
rolls over Kuno's back
Elf shit.
and then runs forward, and
That's
then
great. Very good. Very well done.
and then I'm going to go ahead and can I see this goblin ahead or not yet?
With the lantern light now illuminating the hallway, Soren's a little bit or Kuno's a little bit shorter than you. Yeah, you can see where the flickering flame light is kind of illuminating his lower half. He's far enough back that you're just kind of seeing where he's standing.
Can I do something like looking back over my shoulder, seeing like everyone is like behind Kuno?
Yep.
I'm going to no, that'd be too obvious. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go up and just try to like touch this goblin.
Just touch
Like,
the goblin. Yeah, sure.
Just grab him by the go for his jugular
Sounds
with my
good.
hand.
Go give him a little love tap. A little boop on the nose.
Just touch the little goblin.
All right,
That's all.
I'm gonna cast.
The world's deadliest nose boop.
What nose?
I've got your nose.
And
All right, and I'm
George
casting inflict wounds. So like my hand glows in this like blackened energy as I'm going for his throat.
Jesus, okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. That's pretty metal.
That is a 17.
17 definitely hits.
All right, how much is that? 3d10. 7. So 21 damage. I just rolled 3 7s.
What does it look like for our audience joining us tonight for the first time?
So Soren is going to roll over Kuno's back, run forward, and just like kind of like cock his arm back and then shoot it out like really quick
Jesus.
as he grabs this goblin by the throat and just crushes his windpipe with necrotic energy.
And it
There,
does.
I should say there.
It
their
does.
windpipe.
It does kill them. As again,
And then
you
he just-
grab
and he
their
just tosses a
windpipe,
corpse to the side.
and as you toss it, it already is beginning to kind of turn that ashen gray look that you're used to when you take a life. That goblin is removed. You have a little bit of
Yeah, you
movement.
just
What would you like to do?
I'm looking. Can I look ahead to see if there's any more?
Yeah, give me a quick perception check.
Need to move this shit up
Ominous gong.
there. Dirty 20.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
area ahead of you looks clear.
Okay.
With that, we will
I'm gonna move forward so people can.
continue moving forward. And the
I just come
tunnels,
back-
the tunnels continue to break into like little aisles every 10 or so feet. Perfect. Amon, you're up.
Can I see the other goblin that was with his
You
friend?
can, yeah. They're in a tunnel that leads in a very similar way, like the other one does. So they're kind of just standing here, or at least they were.
Man. Do I just kill this guy?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'll fuck his ass up. I was like, do we want another prisoner?
Yeah. Do you want another Oobnak to throw down the next elevator shaft you find?
Yeah, might as well.
You
Yeah,
fucking-
I don't think the map can take any more bites.
Alright, I'm gonna similar as before with launching it towards the crossbow. Amon will conjure a flame in his hand that just kind of swirls with this dark energy just at the edges of the flame, and will toss it at this goblin.
All right. Go ahead and make that attack.
Combat dice are rolling fucking hot as hell. He's ouchie, he's hot. Oh well.
This combat music got way too intense for this fight, but I'm for it. 18
to hit?
definitely hits.
Okay. All right. Where's my D10? Ah, damn, that is not. That is shit damage. I spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon.
Three. Fire boy.
It kind of, and he raises his crossbow higher, trying to aim directly for your head.
And I will kind of like move and shift behind Niall.
What the fuck?
Ending Amon's turn. A creature, Moss, you hear a creature running out from behind you.
Oh.
And is going to take good old stabby stab at you, sir.
Stab attack.
Stabby stab.
A little stippy stab attack.
A stabby stabby.
Yo, bro, Moss, you want to let him shiv you like that?
Ooh, that's a spicy hit too, though. Dice are flowing. That's a 22 to hit.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
I'm assuming that one gets you.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm
like
Hellish
Amon.
Rebuke.
Yeah, some really shit damage. That's 3 points of damage.
Oh.
You're down to 8
it's
hit points,
still-
though. It's not great.
Yeah, not great. Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, do it.
He needs to dex save.
What if he doesn't want to?
Well, then he
Too
takes full
bad.
damage.
Yeah.
It is a dex. What's your?
15.
Oh my god, okay, they rolled very well. That's a
Oh.
21,
Holy shit.
19.
That's,
On the dice.
6 points of damage. That's already at the half of what.
Okay, that's still damage. You get 6 points of damage.
Oh my god, Chris.
As he takes that damage, he is going to stab you again.
Oh shit.
Ow.
Stop it.
He got 2
That's
shank
mean.
moves in him.
Stop it,
Hmm.
no.
I don't think that hits. I think you're good.
What?
I don't think a
No,
6
I'm
hits.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
That ends the little
Wouldn't be
gobbo's turn. Kuno, you're up. You hear
Okay.
Moss behind you go, what the fuck? And then like what does your hellish
I'm just
rebuke
like-
sound like?
I just shout, "Ow! Why?" And I turn around.
Why?
And,
Bruh.
and then I just drag my fingers across the orb and just pink and blue fire shoots up out of the
Okay.
ground around
You
it.
see the murmurings of that fire as you turn around, Kuno.
Okay. Kuno's going to tell. Kuno's going to try and push past Aqua.
Okay. You lose a little
So
bit
does
of
that-
extra movement, but you can.
Okay.
So you're at 20 feet when you move there.
Yeah, 20 feet when I move here, and then would I?
Sorry, 25, because it's an extra 5 feet of movement to
Yeah,
go past.
yeah.
there. So you have 5 feet, so you can't get around Moss. But he's tall, but he's skinny. So you could awkwardly try and I'll give him half cover so it's harder, but you can hit him.
I'm going to reach from under Moss's legs and pull the sand goblin to me.
Okay. So you're going to attempt to grapple to pull
I'm gonna,
the goblin.
reach down and try and yank him between me and Aqua,
Okay.
sort of.
Go ahead and just
Straight
give
out-
me...
straight out my spindly legs.
Yeah, give me a athletics or acrobatics.
I'll give you some athletics.
And he is going
Can
to
I make like a dexterity save to assist somehow?
I will say you would have had to hold your action to do a help action. So in this instance,
cool.
I'll leave it be. But he is going to make a dexterity saving throw against a DC of 19. I know it's not quite how grapple works, but I think it's a little bit cleaner. Rolls very well, but I still don't think it's enough. Natural 14 plus 2. You pull the goblin to you. It is now fully in your space here.
Can I move him? Can I have tried to yank him in between me and Aqua, like just in the middle of his lane?
You're just trying to yeet him behind you type thing?
Yeah, just like and then just like throw him and then kind of just like throw him in the middle.
I will say because he didn't roll that badly, he does not fall prone, but he is in between you and Aqua.
That's fine.
Does that end your turn?
That was my action. I think bonus actions. Yeah, I don't got any bonus actions, so
Okay.
that's my turn.
Niall, you're up.
Goblin grab.
I have so many things I can do, so I'm gonna shoot.
I have so many options. Gun.
Got him.
Gun.
Gun his
I'm gonna use
ass.
a gun.
Niall be
Ladies and
cooking.
I'm gonna gun
gun.
him if I could.
Be cooking a
I'm
lead
gonna do
sandwich.
a thing with my gun where I shoot him with my gun.
Hell yeah.
Guys, you can't say
That's it.
cooking every single time.
I think you can, honestly.
Actually, I think we can.
He do be cooking.
I don't know where that is in the DMG,
Niall
but I ignore that
cooking.
rule.
Does
That-
a 26 hit?
You know what? I'm gonna
Holy
say
shit.
I'm gonna give it to you. Normally it wouldn't, but I'll say that hits. It ricochets
What?
off the wall behind him and goes through the front of his face. In the back of his head, out the front of his face. I'm sure this will end up. It's truly graphic.
Poor
nice,
goblins.
nice.
9.
Damn.
How would you like to do this? He's
in true
extremely dead.
I like to imagine that Amon shoots a firebolt and then ducks down behind me. Half a second later, I pop up, aiming directly for his head, shoot him between the eyes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be a little mean. Amon, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw.
Why you gonna be mean, man?
Small tunnel, loud gun.
Making me deaf. Making me deaf. Ooh.
Unfortunately, I can't fight any other way.
Juan's about to get tinnitus.
My
Permanent tinnitus.
That dice was not
Mom.
cooking.
No cooking.
Just not cooking.
That dice was raw.
That dice was cold, ice cold.
Yeah. So with a 7,
Yeah, Duke.
you're gonna take a little bit of You take 5
damage.
points of fucking. Well, I rolled a 1d6. You take 5 points of psychic damage, and you are deaf
Psychic.
for a round.
Wouldn't it be thunder
dead.
damage?
It could be thunder damage, sure, yeah.
Doesn't matter, but
Yeah, you take, and you are deaf for the rest of the round.
Jesus.
Because that's fun.
That's silly.
But the creature is destroyed. As you're ringing and you look back, you just see a splatter of blood at the head height of this goblin. Niall, is that everything for your turn?
Can I squeeze past Amon to try and... Actually, no, I can't shoot again. Never mind.
Good luck communicating.
Amon is like gripping his ears and it's like leaning against the wall, like.
You guys need to find an artificer to make Niall a
I'm gonna pat him on the
silencer.
back and then start dragging him back towards this way.
Okay. I'll say yeah. You guys can move up a little bit away from that. Ending Niall's turn. Aqua, you're up.
Okay. Well, what do I so with Aqua panicking, can't wait. Yeah, Aqua hasn't noticed Niall yet, and she's panicking. Like awfully panicking.
Fair.
And all she sees is a really mean goblin in front of her, and I'm going to pretty much say, "What have you done to my?" And I'm going to use acid splash
Ooh.
right on him.
A little bit of
target
acid
here.
splash. You do get disadvantage because I believe it's a ranged attack and he's within 5 feet of you, but you can still throw acid in his
Yeah,
face.
I'll
I'm
give
sure
it-
it'll be
I'll-
fine.
Give it a chance. Roll. Oh no! Wait, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think I could just.
Choose one. Oh, choose one or two creatures. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, never mind. You're
It
good.
must
So
be-
just roll ahead and roll
okay.
damage.
Never mind. I'll just roll damage. It's fine. It's like,
You throw
It's-
wasabi in his
Dexterity
eye.
save.
Dex
Dex save.
Dex
Yeah,
save.
so a target must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage.
Nope.
I heard nope.
Absolutely not.
Oh, nice.
No? Okay,
Does
I'll
not
roll the dice.
succeed.
Big damage, big
Normal.
damage, big damage.
Give me 6. I got a 6.
You got a 6. Oof.
And animation.
Absolutely cooked.
Gabo is still alive,
Ah, shit.
but
Not
is
cooked
now
enough.
screeching in pain.
Now get him. Actually, wait, use your fists. So don't use your gun.
Smash him with the butt of my gun.
Punch him in the face.
Please
And
don't do
what's it called? What's it called? Because like I'm gonna yell out, "Are you okay, Moss?" And I'm gonna use Healing Word as my bonus action.
Go ahead.
Mostly fine.
Roll. Healing. It's what? 1d4. Okay. Where's my triangle? Okay, here we go. Boop. It is. Stop! Why am I sucking?
5. Still good. Still
okay.
good. Moss, you heal 5.
Yeah. Right? It's
I'm
more
at
health than you
13
had.
now.
Yeah,
it's
you're
more health than I
good.
had. I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Ending Aqua's turn. Moss, you're finally up.
Yeah, Moss is just gonna go over here and hide.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Soren, you're up.
I don't see any more goblins other than the one that
Not
I know
ahead of
back
you,
here.
no. You can go ahead and give me a
All right.
perception check if you want to be sure.
I do want to be sure.
Okay.
18.
Looks good. You don't see anything in any direction. You try here for anything, but it's a little loud behind you, but
Okay.
you don't feel anything coming towards you.
All right, then I'm gonna go back this way. I'm gonna push past Aqua. I'm gonna grab this
Excuse
goblin.
me. Sorry.
I'm not gonna attack. I'm just gonna grab him.
Okay, you're going to grapple him?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to do what your brother did and yank him around Aqua and just come here, buddy.
I was like technically, I'm gonna go technically like right here.
Okay, so you're gonna move her. Okay, easily enough. Okay, go ahead and give me a athletics or acrobatics, and they will make a dex save.
We don't have anything in
Not
the
rolling hot anymore. It's a
All I gotta do
7.
is
you
beat a 7.
You gotta beat a 7.
Oh, 19!
Let's go. Okay, yeah, he is definitely
Wait,
grappled.
let me do that. Let me. Wait. Oh well. How do you? Never mind. Oh well.
They are grappled.
Here.
There you go. Nice.
Well, it's 19. No, I meant to write 17 plus 2.
All good. All
Oh.
good. They are grappled.
All right. Soren's gonna look to the group kills this one or let it live.
You're holding this goblin whose face is like half shorn off from the acid. Just, it's bad. It's really bad.
Amon is still just clutching his ears.
Okay. Amon, it is now your turn. You're deaf, so you actually didn't even hear. Yeah, you
I'm
didn't hear
like,
Soren.
Well, I would look
I'm
more
literally
towards Niall. Like I'm
against the
looking at
wall,
I'm looking at
It's
the
all
group
good.
and just.
It's all good.
Just
As
leaning
Niall
against
is
the
just
wall,
like,
clutching my ears.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Kuno, you're up. Oh, actually, no. It's the goblin's
goblin
turn,
gets the turn.
who's grappled, but they can still attack. It's just with
Kicks me in the
disadvantage.
He's got to secure his spot in
Actually,
Goblin
it doesn't
Valhalla.
say it's with disadvantage because they're not
No,
restrained.
It's
Yeah.
when they're restrained.
Yeah,
so
he's-
grapple just
he-
means they can't move.
He's just gonna try to stab Mac. Just start stabbing Mac Soren in the ribs here.
Good. I
That
missed his
is
ass.
cocked on a nat 20. I'm gonna re-roll. I think that'll still
Also
hit
a nat
you.
20. It's not.
That is a 18.
I'm going to reaction interception fighting style and try and reduce some of the damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Just good because they did roll max damage, which is 8.
Well, I didn't roll max resistance, but let's see. What is the math again? It's D10 plus 2, right? Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, it's a 4. Dang, I thought that was a 9. Okay, well, I reduced 6.
So you take 2 piercing damage, or slashing damage, as it's trying to cut into your ribs, and that ends. Actually, no, it gets
Oh,
one
I didn't
more
mean to do
strike.
that. Oh, I didn't mean to do
You're
that.
dead. You're dead.
I'm not dead.
It gets
No,
one more
sorry.
strike. It's gonna try again. No, that does not hit. That's another 2. Total of 6. Ends the goblin's turn. Kuno, you're now up.
Like when Soren gets stabbed, he's just not even phased. Not even phased.
You've
That's
done more
all
damage to yourself using your own magic, so you're like, well, whatever.
I've done a lot of shit.
All right, Kuno.
Kuno's just going to headbutt this goblin
Okay.
and just knock him
Amazing.
unconscious.
Okay, knock him unconscious. All right.
Just kill him.
Just flat roll. Yeah.
Yep.
No, he might be more useful than Ubnek. That's
call
what was
bullshit.
Okay, that is a. I can do it on here. God,
Finally, we agree on something, Aqua.
No, why is it not? Why is it not roll?
Yeah,
They'll die.
I showed my worthiness.
I like giving them hope before they die.
Is it rolling those? Oh, there we go. Forgot how this works.
Looks like it's glitching.
I
You're
got it,
an
I got it,
endless
I got it,
loop of
I got it, I got
unscrew.
it.
Yeah, that'll definitely
Hey.
hit.
And then it's just 5 bludgeoning.
As the goblin goes unconscious, but not dead. You spare it. It says it's dead, but it's
It
not.
said dead on the screen. Man.
Extremely dead.
It's a
Okay.
You craved in its skull.
Oops.
You guys are out of combat.
Yay!
Soren's going to just give Kuno the goblin, and he's gonna go to the one he killed, and he's like, I guess you know what? He's gonna kneel next to it and make it look like he's looking through it, but he's gonna actually just extract blood from it.
Gross. All right.
Uh,
Grab another
Kuno's-
2
Come on, you
vials
good?
of gobbo blood.
Paella.
Can I go through this one's pockets?
Yeah, make an
Remind me
investigation check.
never to fight alongside you in the cave.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Can I also?
I normally
look
don't
for
fight in
fun?
caves, and I don't have any other weapons.
That is a nat 1 -1.
Okay.
Um,
It does
you
not
have a
have
cafe?
pockets. Does not have pockets.
Damn.
You see, Amon will reach in, like with one ear, with one hand still on one of his ears. He'll reach into his coat, and you'll see him pull out this bone-handled hunting knife, and he'll hand it out to you, and just be like, "If I'm behind you, use this."
I'm not good with melee weapons. I hope you know that.
Better than fucking deafening me.
Right?
Valid.
And he'll hand you a dagger.
All right. Soren, you were also investigating bodies.
Yeah, I was just looking at the one I killed after I extracted his blood.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. We'll just take one more for the whole party. You guys can divvy up anything you guys find.
Sure.
16.
16 is enough. You find between the 4 bodies. Ooh. 7 that are worth taking. Miscellaneous sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamonds worth 25 gold each.
I
So 175 gold worth of diamonds, gemstones, etc.
I will keep 3 of them and throw the rest to the group. You said 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, not to be that guy, but we have no rope and no manacles.
And you can just hold
Manacles.
it on your shoulder.
I
Is
just
this
pull out
more
the manacles I
manacles?
have.
You have a set of manacles as well?
Yes, I do. You can check my inventory.
You do? Okay. Niall produces another set of manacles.
If you break
No,
these,
the first set were mine. The first set were mine.
Yeah.
Now, in my defense, I didn't know that it would break. But
what the fuck did you think would happen when you shove something off an edge? Head
I thought it
first.
it was more like he was feet first when I pushed him.
He was ass
That's
first
not how
when you first
momentum
pushed.
works.
That's not-
I mean,
Can we
yeah.
take a physics course? God damn it. Okay. You guys collect your things and rest for 5 or so minutes just to catch your breath. and you guys carry on.
I would if there's another hole, I'll take the manacles off before I push them down.
Thank you. You're so conscientious.
Man, if I had the nickels every single time we had to handcuff a goblin, I'd have 50 cents. Which is not a lot, but surprising amount for
That's a
goblins.
lot.
50
That's a lot of nickels.
That's a lot of
lot.
nickels.
That's
Okay.
Nickels. This is
Could I take 1 diamond?
It's
I'll
10
let you
nickels.
guys divvy it up after the fact. That's on you
Yeah,
guys.
okay.
But you guys push forward. For the better part of another 3 or 4 hours, you guys walk in silence, frustration. And I'm sure a few of you are rethinking if this was worth it. Eventually. Who's in the lead? Same marching order as before?
Wait, rearrange. Assemble.
Moss would be closer to the back. but-
Okay, I'll let you guys put yourself in whatever order. Doesn't matter too much for the description.
We're gonna switch. Is Kuno gonna be behind Soren?
Yeah, I've got the body now.
You can get a whole ass dude,
A whole ass buddy.
which I'm gonna bring back to life at 1 hit point just so he's not dead. There you
He's just on Kuno's shoulder, I guess.
go. So like this.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay. The brothers up front. As you guys, and remember, you're still descending. Nothing you've been walking on is flat.
Then he don't have any gun. I'm just kidding.
At the base of this winding layer of massive chunks of gemstones, which you have continued to see as you've traveled, you spot the first sign of constructed material you've seen since the elevator shaft. It's odd. You see a carved slice slightly off center, but straight, just not vertically straight. Coming down at an angle, starting from above where the roof is and finishing far below the floor beneath your feet. Give me an investigation check, brothers, since you're in the frontier.
Already. I'm gonna give Mike self-guidance. Uh, 16.
16? What about you, Kuno?
Sorry, I'm making perception.
Investigation.
Ah.
16 is good.
8.
8. With the 16. Sorry. You are looking at a portion of a massive, I won't say man-made, but intelligently designed door. A door that stretches up past this 20-foot tall chamber where you're now in, and below where the ground meets. You can see that the crack continues downwards. This door is for something bigger than even giants. The only source of direction you have, besides what is behind you, is the light that you see seeping through where the carved stone has been picked away. But you can't really see through it because it is filled with rubble. And with the roll that you got with your investigation check, you are confident that this is where the mine was caved in. Or, as you know, was sealed off.
Mm-hmm.
The room around you is, again, very reminiscent of the elevator shaft, with these large mounds of rich mineral veins and gem stones. Unpolished and not very shiny, but still illuminating. The room is no more than 30 feet across in any direction. But you guys have made it to the end of the map you were given.
Well, so that's the
Fine,
map.
OneD.
Now you can have it, Kuno.
Yes!
Just eats it.
We still need to get back without dying, so
Like
No
that one
problem.
fucking-
I'll keep it safe.
It's like dude snatches the thing from the kid's hand. Is like,
Oh yeah, from Monster House.
yeah. No, but no, I don't give it to Kuno. But is there? So I see like a collapsed area, right?
You're looking at a portion of a door, and one of the doors has clearly been picked through, but that has been collapsed through, you're not too sure, an explosion, through manually throwing stuff. You have no idea, but it is currently blocked. You could probably clear it away, but it would take a few hours.
Which we've already been down here for.
this
few
is where we're
hours.
going to find the people.
Since you've
then.
entered the mine, it's probably been about 12 hours.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
It's late.
Tired.
Do we how are we feeling?
You might want to sleep.
I think a rest would be.
I
The
like
best
to not be
prevention.
exhausted.
At least if we're gonna start clearing this thing, might as well do it.
We'll just have to hope that the vague plague is nice to us.
Yeah, I've been coughing all day.
Well, I can get to work and take watch.
Okay.
Rest of you get
Maybe-
rest.
I will.
Right. We'll
You
take
took-
second watch, Amon and I.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone joining Kuno?
I will.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so Aqua and Nile, you guys get to sleep through the night. Don't do a long rest quite yet, but
can I have Greg with me?
No, I want Greg.
Greg is always with you.
Greg is
Yay.
always with you.
Greg,
Well, I mean, like, I don't summon him all the time. Just
Fair
So,
enough.
yeah, you don't
But
want
he's
him
still
down here.
with you even when he's not summoned, right?
Greg's
Oh,
He's always
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Actually.
Greg's with me always in my heart and mentally.
And he,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he
Greg.
also lasts until he dies. So
Yeah.
you summon him once and he's just there with you.
Kuno, Soren.
Oh.
As you set up a area to take watch and everyone rolls out their equipment for rest. Don't really have anything to start a fire, so it'll be via lamplight tonight. I would like you both to give me perception checks.
Well, I'm gonna give you guidance, Kuno.
Oh. That's a 4. 19 total.
And I got a 7.
A 19 and a 7. As you guys sit in silence at first, you're welcome to talk, but while we come to that point, you guys both feel this odd sensation. And you don't know that the other one is feeling it, but you are sure that there is nothing around you to cause danger. You have not heard any other sounds, and you're both intelligent to know that the goblins that you found were likely trapped on this side after the access point to their land was cut off. You feel confident. But then that fear kicks in. The room feels smaller and smaller as the hours roll on. Almost like a blackening of your vision. The tunnels seem to vanish. You shake your head and look around, and your party is gone. all that remains for the both of you in this shared experience is the door. You look to each other and are not compelled to speak a word. You may sit in silence and fight through. But if there's anything you guys do discuss, you are free to.
Are your eyes playing tricks on you too?
Soren will nod, and he'll it's this cave, these tunnels. It is endless, and it is getting to me.
Said to yourself, brother. Katara's light will find us even in the darkest of caves.
I do not doubt that, but it doesn't make it any easier.
Remember that one day when we got in trouble and our father locked us in our rooms for 2 whole days? It's like that. The walls started moving.
Yeah. No, when you don't have food for 2 days, it's anything can fool you.
I remember we shared that candy bar that you hid under your bed.
It was gross. It's terrible.
It was a little moldy, yes, but...
As you two spend the back half of your portion of the watch trying to make light of the situation, eventually, without any sort of passage of time, you see your friends again, and you wake the Fae for their watch. Amon and Moss, you guys are gently rested from your sleep.
Oh yeah, definitely sleep.
Yeah.
Did you say that out loud? Because I'll...
No, I mean, you find me. I wasn't asleep.
Yeah,
so.
I like to think that Amon and Moss were back to back, with Amon facing the group. And so, from the rest of the group's perspective, Amon is leaning against Moss, sleeping, and Moss can't be seen.
We were alone, but don't let the walls play tricks on you.
Also keep an eye on that goblin.
I have plenty of eyes open wide and watching clearly as a hawk.
I doubt
Do you
we
have
could
light? He just like Kuno hands you his lantern like,
Amon will take
Moss will okay, yeah, Moss will let you take it.
here's another oil flask. He'll need it. It needs a refuel. That's
Okay.
my last
Right.
one though.
The two of you go to where the brothers were sitting.
Set up our tent.
I would like you both to make perception checks, please.
You just sleep in a tent. You just hear giggling.
Sleepover started. You guys aren't tired yet. Yeah.
We're doing shadow
there's my
puppets on the
dice.
walls with the dancing lights.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Moss?
Well, this one looks like a button.
I'm apparently, I've got other things on my mind. Apparently, 11.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm not much better. I'm
And
a
Amon
12.
with a 12.
I mean, it's not like we're actually doing watch. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true.
Very fair.
Amon kind of like leans in to Moss and just quietly is like, "Are you sure you're good?
What?
It's not getting any better. These dreams.
Nope.
Need anything?"
I don't know if there is anything.
I could try and get in deeper, but
No, that won't help. That'll make things worse, more than likely.
kind of nods. I will
Just trying to
try.
keep away from the goblin at the moment.
Amon, As you are speaking about Moss's dreams, you can't help but feel the buildup of saliva in your mouth as you are hungry. You haven't felt it all day, but something about this pitch black, endless hallway reminds you of something. Make a sanity saving throw, please.
Ooh. Oh.
Snap.
A little hungry.
Got the munchies late at night.
Well, this
Midnight snack.
Me with
guys,
Snacky.
Me with math.
guys, this one's a small 7.
Me with shredded
A
cheese
small
in the middle.
7
This is a small.
doesn't quite hit the DC
minuscule
required.
Uh-oh.
You
It's
get
deep.
flashbacks, several all at once, similar to when you're feeding, where you are watching an image but also aware partially of your surroundings. You see flashes of the Crucible, you see flashes of the tower, you see flashes of a village over and over and over again, and you are starving. Moss, you see this on his face. This desire, this need.
Boss gives in as per usual.
What does it look like?
It's-
For a
I mean,
goblin
Amon.
who is too scared to sleep in the corner of the room, keeping quiet by biting his own tongue, what would he see?
I like to think Amon just kind of stands up wordlessly, and walks over to Moss, and when it gets like this, where it can't just be passive, Amon just kind of takes his hand and places it on Moss's chest and just lets it sink in, and the hand just passes through Moss's chest. And then Amon just grabs Moss's shoulder and then just absorbs.
Moss, I'm assuming you don't resist?
Nope.
In the corner of the room, keeping as quiet as he can.
Can I make a perception check?
You sure can. You have disadvantage because you are being fed upon.
Yeah. That's a natural 20.
Holy shit.
or wait, no, sorry.
Disadvantage, yeah.
So, not as good, but still not bad, 22.
22. You do see the glint of shiny teeth as he's biting his tongue in the corner of the room. You don't quite know what it is, but you see movement. But it might be too late to do anything, as Moss has begun, or Amon has begun feeding. Now, as that happens, you do hear another noise. A woman's voice. A very familiar woman's voice.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
You hear the sound of your mother.
Oh.
A
Less so.
conversational tone, sourceless yet in the room. My dear boy, where have you gone?
Hopefully somewhere where I can't hurt no one.
Are you really that scared of what you've created? For is it not in our design to invent?
If I invented this, then I deserve nothing more than the worst suffering that can be inflicted upon an immortal being.
And yet you pull on our strength to keep going. You can't be selfish and protective in the same breath, my son. You are but young. I don't blame you.
You wish me to stop using it, I will.
No. I wish you to push further. And you will.
What do you mean?
Sleep well, my youngest.
I don't.
And you feel the presence lift. And that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Jesus.
Mommy! Are you my mummy?
Lord.
Thank
Welcome to
you,
the club.
everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, players, for bearing with me. I know we're a little bit past our time, but join us next Monday, same time. As a reminder, the first half of the podcast will go up Wednesday at 1 Eastern, Thursday at 1 Eastern for the second half, and the full VOD will be available on YouTube on Friday. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Late at night, in a mine 1,000 feet below the surface, a creature older and wiser than would ever let you know sleeps, surrounded by friends he doesn't know, cared for by a dark stranger. In the mine is answers. Below the mine is problems. As our friends continue their descent, they will have to solve a difficult question. One that I've asked before. Why do we need heroes?